Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Want to be the energy our Bears need? Go gold with Baylor Athletics this season and be the gold factor across each of our sports. Wear exclusive Go Gold apparel from the Baylor Bookstore and the Spirit Shop at upcoming Go Gold dates. Stay up to date on all your golden opportunities.
Speaking of Mr. K, can we turn his mic up a little bit?
BaylorBears.com/Go Gold. Sic 'em Bears.
I'm requesting.
Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more.
I'm trying to do it very nicely.
Their Bank for Life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back with 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Never been easier. TFNB, Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back inside Foster Pavilion. Let's continue now in our pregame show visit with Baylor's Isaac Williams. And back from Las Vegas, you guys, I would say a really good tournament. 2 wins in 3 games, 2 good wins. How'd you guys feel about it?
Felt pretty good. Me personally, I would have loved to go 3-0.
Sure.
But, you can't win every game. But
I didn't realize it when I was listening to it, but we could have just came out of the break with that.
That are going to be good RPI-wise and everything else as the season.
Okay, now if he gives me a cue at the end, I'll just go to break.
What about,
otherwise, I'll just go to you.
and so I know y'all were busy with 3 games,
Okay.
3 days, but what was that like?
I'll try to give you a 10-second warning.
yeah, we know.
Maybe real approximate, because sometimes these players say there's more left than it actually says.
Telling Shake Shack was my
Shake Shack.
Yeah.
We've got a little over a minute to go.
Corner. Good deal. Well, good wins there. Back home for this game coming up tonight. You have in your, I guess we've played 6 games. You've been in double figure scoring 4 times, and you're going to get more minutes now with that short bench. How do you like that role?
Yeah, I mean, I've said before, whatever role they need me to play, I'll do. Whether that's, like I said, scoring, defense, assist, and now that it's larger, I'm just going to take advantage of it.
Good. And your free throw shooting, 74% right now. I mean, that's much improved, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, just being confident up there at the line, and I've worked obviously with the team, so just being confident, really.
Good. What's the trick? I mean, is it? I know the games y'all play shooting free throws, but what has helped you?
There's really no trick. I would honestly just say confidence. Like I said, just being confident up there.
Yeah. Trick's not the right word. I mean, you've worked hard to get to that point. Back home tonight, and always nice to get a home game, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely is.
Thanks for the visit. Have a great game.
Thank you for the talk.
That is Isaac Williams. Appreciate him. Baylor in action tonight against Sacramento State. Pete, David, back to you.
You could tell Isaac was definitely in lockstep with him, enjoying that improvement.
Yeah, you can tell he's not someone who's like, oh, I've made any mechanical changes. He's like, I've been capable before. It's just getting confidence, and he really has worked hard on it, and he is shooting them much more confidently than when he got here.
Life is a confidence game, and so is the game of basketball. We'll step aside. Baylor and Sacramento State coming up after this break. We will hear from head coach Scott Drew on the Conecuh Sausage countdown to tip-off.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online.
You're a TV guy. You're all about the timing.
EU.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy.
I used to have it. It's not as much there, but I can still back time stuff. Yeah, and when I started on the air, the second place I worked, the program which was KRZI, they said we don't want you to use instrumentals going into the network news. It was precise. He said, I want you to learn to back time, or if you just can't do it, just cut the song off. And I'm not cutting the song off.
Giveaway access.
And I got to be really good at timing dead-ending songs like Radar Love.
Cub Club. Sign your cub up.
And then to make things even more compound, we used our news intro to hit in the newscast. And the guy that worked at night on the Texas State Network would mess up, and so it would mess me up. And I later worked with him in San Antonio, and I never told him how many times I got mad at him.
Driving through the snow in a new RAV4, hooray. To the slopes we go in a Highlander for a ski.
All right, I got Scott Drew ready, and I'll fire him off after this.
Makes the kids go loco. Oh, what fun it is to make holiday wishes come true. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey!
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyota-thon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places. During Toyota-thon, qualified buyers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2026 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back inside Foster Pavilion. John Morris with Baylor head coach Scott Drew, and back at it today. Nice to be home, although it was a good tournament, good trip to Las Vegas.
Great trip to Vegas, finished 2-1. The only thing better would have been 3-0, but made it back safely for Thanksgiving. Guys got a chance to rest, recover. 3 games in 3 days, playing 7 guys is a lot of work. And at the same time, now you got another home game in the Foster against a roster that has a lot of NBA household names.
It really does. Let me go back to Las Vegas for you guys to win 2 games. Again, short roster, 3 games in 3 days. You didn't even know who you were going to play in the 3rd game till the night before.
Well, and the great thing with that tournament is no matter who you play, it's those are games that help you for tournament implications, seeding implications, and all the above. So San Diego State's traditionally a team that wins their league and is when it comes tournament selection show, you want to have that win. Obviously, Creighton's had a ton of success as well. And St. John's is not a bad loss, a highly touted team, top 5 in the nation for a reason, a lot of talent. And they played well that day, and we did not.
Yeah. So back, a little bit of rest. Now home against the Sacramento State team, which you said has some real NBA ties.
Yeah, they sure do. It starts with their coach. Him and his son, Mike Bibby's, played at Arizona, played in the NBA for a ton of years. A lot of success. And then Shaquille O'Neal, we all know him from studio and LSU days in Orlando, the Lakers, the Heat, everywhere else. His son is on the team, and Shaq is a GM, helps out with the front office with the team.
Yeah, how about that? What about J.J. White? We lost him to a foot injury in Las Vegas. What's his status?
He's going to be out for a while, so don't have a timetable, but it'll be at least a month or so.
Yeah. So you really do have a 7-man rotation for the time being.
For the time being, and unless we put Nunley back in. So Pat says he will not play defense, though. He'll just shoot.
He couldn't play for you. He doesn't like that other end of the floor. No, he'd get it done, whatever you needed. But for you guys in this stretch, and this is still sort of an odd stretch with finals coming up next week, kind of hit and miss. Memphis coming up the end of the week.
Yeah, it's a big week for us. You got 2 games, and again, want to keep getting better, keep improving. It's a race to the finish line. It's a process. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But at the same time, you want to grow and improve through wins and not losses. So, need to make sure this is a team that has played good basketball. Sac State, they played against high majors, won't be intimidated, and against Rio and Tarleton. Probably different than last year. We haven't had a game where we really got off to a good start and just dominated the game, and we need to get to that standpoint at some point.
Good. Is that what you want to see, kind of the main thing you want to see from your team tonight?
Yeah, I'd really like that. But, I mean, this is a team that has played a lot of people close and has won games, so especially early in the year, it's a lot tougher for newer teams to get separation, just dominate. So hopefully we can continue from what we did against San Diego State. We really played some good basketball and on both ends of the court, and hopefully that can carry over. I mean, our offensive numbers were through the roof, but defensively we were tremendous for 37 minutes, and then the last 3 minutes kind of skewed those numbers.
All right, 7-man rotation, but you got Pete and David Kay sitting right next to your bench. So if you need a few minutes, you can tap those guys.
We will get it done, sir. Thank you, Baylor fans, and should be a good turnout. We got a lot of people know Sac State roster. Glover's another one that his dad played in the NBA for a number of years. Mike Williams was a top 25 recruit, was at Memphis and UCF. So they got a lot of talented players, and Mikey Williams is a YouTube social media celebrity as well. So I know Baylor people will recognize the name.
All right, very good. Coach, good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Baylor fans.
Baylor coach Scott Drew. It is Baylor and Sacramento State coming up here in Foster Pavilion. More after this. Pete and David are back here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. Well, here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue.
salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Foster Pavilion, Pete Souza alongside David Kay getting set for Sacramento State and Baylor. The Baylor Scott and White Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics starting lineups. That's the time for it right now. When it comes to sports medicine and orthopedics, Baylor Scott and White Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics bring the home team advantage to Central Texas. Let's get you started now and set for the game. Sacramento State starting lineup. We mentioned them off the top. Mikey Williams at guard. Johnny Summers at another guard. Prophet Johnson also rounding out the backcourt. Then you have in the front court Shakir O'Neal and Mark Larinoff. For the Baylor Bears, the three guards, Dan Skillings, Obi Agbum, Michael Ratai, and then also Tunde Yesufu and Cameron Carr. David Kay, any thoughts off the reaction of the starting lineups tonight?
Well, nice that if you haven't been able to avoid the injury bug, at least your starting five are still intact. But holy cow, you know, it's tough. We planned on having a 10-man rotation this year, and now 3 guys are out. You know, 2 possibly for the year. 1 we expect back, but it's going to be tough sledding for a little while with only 7 players in the rotation for Baylor.
And in a game like this, maybe a little bit more laborious on some of those starters. You see that as a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, I would say in a game like this, it might be a good thing. You know, you'd like more minutes for your guys who are going to be playing the most in conference play. But, you know, this is a great opportunity for Baylor to improve their defense because Sacramento State is really struggling as an offense. They're number 312 nationally offensive efficiency. They don't shoot the 2-point well. They don't shoot the 3-point well. So, you know, Baylor's going to make it a point of emphasis. Scott Drew said our KenPom defensive ranking coming into this game is 77. It needs to be in the 60s after this game.
David Kay could give us all an analytics class. By the way, before we head to our last break in the pregame show, so cool to see Scott Drew come out here yelling to the fans, who wants a T-shirt? Who wants a T-shirt? Great time to be a Baylor Bear. We will step aside on the Baylor Sports Radio Network and come back with your first, with the opening tip. How about that? We'll be right back.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuels.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon.
Yeah, I think somebody said that's where they are, somewhere in the southeast.
Clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine free.
It's getting close to the top of the hour, Pete, so if you could call for a legal ID sometime out of the break, maybe before the tip-off.
Lemon soda.
No.
If you don't, I'll whisper in your ear.
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry.
Nah, I won't do that to you.
Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year.
Unless the computer takes over and does it for me.
Leanne Green, alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear. And work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
He's going to squeeze the air out of that basketball and celebrate a big-time Baylor win in the Farrell Center. Second-ranked Baylor all over number 6 Villanova today here in Waco. And Meyer will hold the ball, toss it high in the air. Baylor can celebrate a second straight Big 12 Conference championship.
And this ball game belongs to the Baylor Bears. The Baylor Bears.
This broadcast is brought to you by TFNB, your bank for life. The official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Nissan, innovation that excites. Littman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Get ready. Tip-off is just moments away. Now, alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, here is the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
Pavilion, Pete Souza filling in for J-Mo tonight, the Hall of Famer being J-Mo, not myself. I'm sitting alongside David Kay, and we are so excited to bring you tonight's game. Baylor hosting Sacramento State. Sacramento State 4-5, coming into Foster Pavilion to take on Baylor at 5-1. Huge game tonight for Baylor, back at home after going on the road for the Players Era Tournament in Las Vegas, where the Bears went 2-1, averaging 84.3 points per game in Vegas. It's pretty good. Up and down the floor they go, and they will take on a team tonight, Sacramento State. Bit of a wounded animal, just 4-5, and they are in the middle of an 8-game road trip. David, when you look back, and I mentioned this off the top of our pregame show, you talked about the trip to Las Vegas and how the team got better. But it is cool to read those notes and to see they scored almost 85 points a game. Definitely offensively headed in the right direction.
Absolutely, and the balance has been the most impressive thing. I don't think if you're preparing for Baylor, obviously you look at Cameron Carr, you kind of key on him, but you don't know who else you really need to key on, because all 7 men in these rotations are capable of going for double figures on any given night. But the most impressive thing has been Cameron Carr's start as a Baylor Bear. You know, when you look at he scored 16 or more in his first 6 games at Baylor. It's been 25 years since someone accomplished that. That was last done by Tevis Stooks in 1999.
Carr on the season averaging 22.7 points a game. That is 8th in the country and 2nd in the Big 12. Another high-flying, big-time scorer is Mikey Williams, averaging 13.3 points per game on the young season for Sacramento State. If there's one thing that concerns you as a Baylor fan, at least for me tonight, it is that Mikey Williams and Prophet Johnson. How does Baylor stop those guys?
Well, you just got to run them off the line. You know, they made a point of emphasis in the scouting report to not give catch-and-shoot threes. You got to make them put the ball on the floor, particularly guys like Mikey Williams. You know, they pointed out Mikey Williams was at UCF last year along with Dior Johnson, and Dior Johnson went for, 42 points against us?
Yeah.
And so they're going, hey, Mikey's buddies with him. He's telling him, hey, I'm going to go for 50 against Baylor. So Baylor's got a key on him. You know, he went for 30 earlier this year against UC Santa Barbara. He's more than capable of putting up a huge scoring night. So you just got to make things tough on him. Like, at the end of the day, good players are going to make really hard shots. But the harder you make it on them, the easier it becomes for your defense. And you just have to get a hand in their face, make every shot a contested one, and really make the first one a difficult one. That's a big point of emphasis for Scott Drew. Don't let him see the first one go through, because then they build that confidence. It becomes a lot easier.
Yeah, Scott Drew would also really appreciate it if the followers for Mikey Williams tonight weren't just the Instagram followers. It was Baylor's defense playing all over them. Let's take a moment now before we get to tip to pause for our local station identifications.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Thank you.
KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
So here we are back at Foster Pavilion, getting set to go tonight. An early December tilt between Baylor and Sacramento State. Tunde Yesufu is a guy, David, who a lot of people were extremely excited about coming into the season, and I think the excitement level remains awfully high. What have you seen about him tonight that you would look for to shine through in a matchup like this?
You really just want to see efficiency from Tunde. He can affect the games in so many ways other than scoring. Where he's struggled this year is where he's tried too hard to be that alpha on offense and get his shots. When he lets it come to him, he's been highly effective. His first game, I think he started 0 for 6 or 0 for 7 from the floor. Then he made his next 10 field goals. Just let the game come to you. Key on the defense, key on the rebounding, and then take the shots when they're there instead of trying to force it.
This will be a Baylor team that will be leaning on the starters tonight. What was once a 10-man rotation been whittled down a little bit because of injury. Coach Scott Drew and his team feeling, hey, that is no problem. Bring it on. Come into Central Texas, and we'll see what happens. The group coming into Central Texas tonight, as I look down the scores table to my left, an unfamiliar sight in college basketball, and certainly here at Foster Pavilion. This is the first trip for Sacramento State to Waco. First meeting between these two teams all time, and the first time I've gotten a chance to see Mike Bibby coaching in a Big 12 arena. His first season as head coach at Sacramento State. Sacramento State wins the tip. Prophet Johnson controls. Johnson dribbles between his legs and threads the needle, drifts right where Skillings picks him up. Top of the key, Mikey Williams activates and is fouled by Tunde Yesufu.
A little bit slow on the closeout from Tunde Yesufu. He got caught a little flat-footed. Mikey Williams, smart play, just drove right into his chest. And Tony Padilla, easy call there on Tunde. You need to keep Tunde out of foul trouble in the early going.
Prophet Johnson, 6'3", 195 from Dayton, Ohio. Controls the rock and gets a screen. Shot clock at 8. Johnson will have to move. Williams travels just outside the three-point arc on the right side in front of Baylor's bench.
And much better defense from Tunde Yesufu. He was there on the catch. He was ready to move his feet. And because of that, Mikey Williams just was indecisive and shuffled his feet before putting the ball on the floor.
Top of the key. Agbum directs traffic, goes right side to Skillings. Skillings almost loses his footing at the free throw line and finds Agbum, who hands it to Ratai. Ratai has it taken away by Mikey Williams. Williams in the open court, finger roll good.
Sloppy ball handling from Baylor out front. Ratai got caught, picked up his dribble, and just made a lazy pass to Obi, and Mikey Williams, easy layup on the other end.
2-0 Sacramento State here at Foster Pavilion. Pete Souza alongside David Kay. Cameron Carr raises for three. Wanted the foul, didn't get it, but knocks it down nonetheless.
Oh, that's a tough shot early in the shot clock, but, you know, it feels like Cameron Carr every game has one or two where you go, no, yes.
Shakir O'Neal with the basketball. He goes top of the key to Mikey Williams. Williams sets the table, gets a screen. Off the dribble jumper, draws iron, but Johnson grabs the offensive board off the miss. Another opportunity coming for Sacramento State, and Johanny Summers takes advantage of it, drains a three.
That's just a tough break for Baylor. They forced a long two from Mikey Williams, but it was a long rebound right to Prophet Johnson, and in the scramble, off an offensive rebound is a great time to get an open three. That's exactly what Sacramento State got.
First lead of the night for Sacramento State as we have a foul on the floor. Foul is on Mark Larinov, his first, team's first. Of course, Baylor led by head coach Scott Drew in his 23rd season. Closing in on 500 wins, 469 and 260 overall. Tied as the longest tenured coach in the Big 12. Cam Carr picks up his dribble at the mid-corner. Now from the elbow, fading away. Guy looks like Plastic Man making it happen.
I mean, he's so long and so bouncy. That is just sheer athleticism to even get that shot off.
Johnson at the other end sticks a tray. Sacramento State takes the lead back. They are up 8-5.
And you can just see Sacramento State is playing with a little bit of swagger. They have full belief they can pull off this upset tonight. Baylor needs to assert themselves early and not give them more hope.
Agbum into the corner. Skillings will launch a three. No good. Summers brings down the rebound and looks ahead. Hands it off to Prophet Johnson. Fresh off a knocking down a three. Williams controls now on the right side. Back to Johnson. No real ball stoppers so far on this Sacramento State offense. Very intentional. 10 on the shot clock. First mistake of the night for Mikey Williams. Ratai comes away with the deflection caused by Skillings. 8-5 Sacramento State, 16:53 left here in the first half. Prophet Johnson, who leads his team in steals, takes it away. From the corner they go. Johnson gets it back. Second straight three and has something to say right in front of Baylor's bench. 11-5 Sacramento State.
Second turnover from Michael Ratai, and again it leads to a transition bucket for Sac State. Bears have to protect the ball better.
Students behind us cheering on the Baylor Bears as Cam Carr raises for a three, way off. Johnson threads the needle to O'Neal. O'Neal fakes the pass and pulls up for the tray, knocks it down on the right wing, and Scott Drew will call a timeout as Sacramento State on a 9-0 run over the last 136, making 4 of their last 4 field goals. They lead 14-5 here early on. We'll step aside here on the Baylor Sports Network and come back with Baylor and Sacramento State at the Foster Pavilion.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
Hi, Jan from Toyota here to let you know that Toyotathon is on! And what better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota, like RAV4, Grand Highlander, and Corolla Cross. But to really get in the spirit, let's sing about it. So without further ado, driving through the snow in a new RAV4, hooray! To the slopes we go in a Highlander for a ski day. A Camry to get hot cocoa, tubing with a Tundra makes the kids go loco. Oh, what fun it is to make holiday wishes come true. Toyotathon, Toyotathon, Toyotathon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey!
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places. During Toyotathon, qualified buyers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2026 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
16:09 left in the first half, 14-5, a 9-point advantage for Sacramento State. Pete Souza alongside David Kay. DK, you tipped me off early. You said Coach Drew instructed his team earlier in the day, we got to run these guys off the line. That's something they haven't been able to do so far. 4 of 4 from beyond the arc for Sac State early.
And we talked about don't let the first one go through. It builds confidence, and they're playing with a ton of confidence right now. You saw some talking to the bench after that last made three, but the first one was excusable. It's off an offensive rebound, you're scrambling, they get an open three. The other 3 they've hit have all been just slow closeouts from Baylor defenders. You got to get in their face, make them drive it. If they beat you on a contested 2, you can live with that, but you can't give them open threes. That's how a team like Sac State is going to sneak up and beat a team like Baylor. This is a team that shoots less than 27% from three-point range for the season, and they're 4 of 4 to this point, and they're just gaining more and more confidence. I think that's a really good timeout from Scott Drew to just calm his team down. I'm sure he had some choice words for them in the media about, what are you doing? Like, we're tired of slow starts. I understand we're coming off Thanksgiving break, first home game in, 18 days, but this is inexcusable. You can't fall behind 9 points every game.
Yeah, Shakir O'Neal knocked down that 3, and Coach Drew turned right to Tony Padilla, asked for that timeout. And it's just finished talking it over with his team in the huddle. Down the scores table, Mike Bibby in his first season coaching at Sacramento State and on the college level has come into Waco, Texas and made a mark with his team so far tonight. Isaac Williams into the basketball game for Baylor along with Caden Powell. Powell sets a screen for Obi Agbam, who goes between his legs. Backdoor the lob is taken down by Carr, goes back up with it, floats to 2 and is fouled.
Well, that was a well-designed play to try to get a lob to Cam Carr that was defended equally as well by Sac State. But smart play by Carr. Just catch the ball, come down with it, reposition yourself to go back up, and it turns out even better when you get the and one.
7 points already for Carr, 3 of 4 from the floor, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. His first free throw coming. So that ends the Sacramento State run and puts Baylor to within 6 points. Pressure extended. Hornets break it. Johnson controls, drifts beyond the arc where he's met by Carr. Shaquille O'Neal hands off to Mikey Williams, who hoists another 3 from the same exact spot right in front of Scott Drew and the Baylor bench. Off the mark, here come the Bears. Agbem jab steps and puts it in reverse. Caden Powell now controls off the pass. Top of the key goes to Dan Skillings. Williams. Oh, like a hockey player. Up and around under the net, in for 2.
He is so quick and so agile at working his way around the defenders under the goal and creating space.
Mikey Williams playing in traffic and pays for it. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch, they'll say, by Isaac Williams.
Isaac Williams took a shot there from Mikey Williams, but I don't think the officials saw it. That's the only reason he wasn't able to corral that loose ball.
14-10, Sacramento State coming up on 15 minutes left here in the first half. Johnson will try another 3. This one's off the mark. Hornets have missed their last 3 tries from beyond the arc after making their first 4, but we got a foul on the floor on Baylor.
Yeah, and that's called on Isaac Williams, so second team foul for Baylor.
Shot clock set at 20. Williams will inbound. Was looking for Summers in the right corner, but coming free is Larinoff, who is hammered as he tried to put in the layup. He'll head to the free throw line.
That's a blown defensive assignment by Cam Carr. Got caught on the backside of Larinoff. Just an easy inbounds pass right under the rim. And a smart recovery by Carr. Like, don't let him get the easy one. And, so many times you see a foul a layup shooter and let him still get the shot up. Cam made sure he didn't get that one anywhere near the rim.
Larinoff's first free throw attempt is good. Larinoff, a freshman, 6'8", 220 from Rockland, California. Started 4 of the 10 games so far this season for Sacramento State, averaging 6 points and 5.7 rebounds. Makes 1 of the 2 free throws. 15-10, Sacramento State ahead, 14:53 left in the first. Skillings, pump fakes, thought about a 3, thinks better of it and hands to Williams. His 3 from the right side is too strong, but Skillings somehow gathers the offensive board. Back up with it, off the window, no good. Here come the Hornets. Mikey Williams streaks up the right side. In the lane, absorbs contact, and is fouled by Agbem.
I think they called that on Caden Powell.
You are right. Foul was assessed to Caden Powell. The team's 4th, Powell's first. Shooting foul from Mikey Williams. Bends his knees and puts it through. Brandon Gardner checks into the basketball game for the Hornets. He will replace Jahani Summers. Michael Ratai checks in for Baylor. And Dan Skillings will head to the bench. 6 points, Sacramento State advantage. Williams knocks down another free throw, makes it a 7-point advantage, 17-10 Hornets. Williams trots across half court, loses the handle, regains possession in the corner, in a little bit of trouble where he's blanketed by Shakir O'Neal. Outlets to Agbem. 12 on the shot clock. Agbem to Tunde Yesufu with just enough daylight to launch a 3, no good. Ratai grabs the board and is fouled.
Bears done a good job on the offensive glass the last few possessions. Haven't been able to convert on them yet, but it was a really good offensive rebound by Dan Skillings. Previous possession, he just missed the reverse layup on the follow. That one, Ratai got hammered as soon as he corralled the ball, so the Bears will get a baseline out of bounds. Love to see a well-drawn-up play here to get an easy bucket.
5 rebounds on the night for Baylor, 3 of them coming on the offensive glass. Isaac Williams will inbound. Gets it to Agbem. Agbem spinning out of the corner where he is fouled. So another foul for Sacramento State. This one by Nicaro, Jeremiah Nicaro, his first. .14-11 left in the first half. Sacramento State up early, 17-10. The lead has grown to as much as 9, or grew to as much as 9. Baylor battling back now. Ratai had it on the block, goes outside to Agbum. Agbum, straightaway 3, knocks it down right in the face of Shakir O'Neal.
One of the most impressive things from Obi Agbum running the point is he hasn't hunted his shot in the early going. He's looked to get his teammates going. That time he had a hand down, went ahead and fired it up, and his first field goal attempt goes down.
Trying to answer back with the 3 of his own. No good for O'Neal. Here comes Yesufu, darting across half court. Streaking to the lane, ball was poked away. Last touch by Cherry, and now the Hornets come across the court with it. Johnson in possession. Johnson goes to the lane, defense collapses on him, gets O'Neal an open 3. He misses, and Johnson gets the offensive board. Mikey Williams and the Hornets reset. He is so feisty out there. Left side of the three-point arc, Williams drains a tray.
Yeah, he got matched up with Caden Powell there and knew exactly what he was going to do. He was just going to keep working the ball on the ground until he shook free of him, created a little bit of space for a step-back 3, and Williams up to 7 points in only 7 minutes.
Sac State had missed 4 straight. The 3 extends the lead back out to 7 again, 20-13. 13-16 left here in the first half. Michael Ratai wiggles to the left, finds some space, drops it off, and a nice cut by Williams. He is fouled going to the 10. So the foul will be on Taj Glover. Check that on Brandon Gardner.
That's his second foul in only 2 minutes. A lot of fouling early in the game. You know, we're only 7 minutes in, 9 total fouls called across the 2 teams.
2 free throws coming up for Williams. Again, we've talked about his improved free throw shooting, but it looks like we just jinxed him as he misses his first.
Yeah, I mean, but coming into the day, though, shooting 74% at the foul line, you will take that. That's a 28% improvement over where he was last year.
Texas A&M Corpus Christi transfer. All he did was win in high school. Won 2 UIL state titles. Second free throw is good, and pressure extended by Baylor. Skillings and Carr seem to have Williams in a pickle. He gets out of it. Larinov now penetrates on the opposite end. His shot is too strong. They battle for it. Skilling comes away. Across half court goes Williams. He wiggles to the hole. No good. In traffic, he misses, but Baylor gets another offensive rebound. Their 4th offensive rebound of the evening. Skilling's going back up with it and is fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Good things happen when you get the ball to the rim. You know, Isaac Williams had a really tough contested layup there that didn't go down, but just by getting it in there, Dan Skilling's able to corral the rebound in a group of traffic and throw it up with the left hand. Fortunately, he was fouled. And that is the 500th career rebound for Dan Skillings.
And he knocks down his first free throw. And he has done it both on the offensive and defensive glass once again tonight. 2 offensive boards, 2 on the defensive end, 4 total. Hits his first free throw, second one coming, knocks it down. 5-point advantage for the Hornets as they face more pressure with 12:25 left in the first. Mikey Williams weaves through traffic and has it taken away again. 3rd turnover of the night for the Hornets. Yesufu, great move to the hole, lay it up good. Baylor closing to within 4 points now. O'Neal, long 3, no good. It is a 2-point game. Sac State 20, Baylor 18. Bears get the rebound off the miss. Skillings dials from deep. Too strong. Ratai fights for the rebound. It is knocked out of bounds. Baylor basketball. Last touch by Sac State. We've got a timeout on the floor. Sacramento State having trouble scoring. 1 of their last 7 from the floor. Baylor trailing by 2 as we head to the timeout with 11:54 left in the first half.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more.
Actually, it's the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cap.
Write it down. Make yourself a sign.
Mobile app. Banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Sacramento State 20, Baylor 18, 11:52 left here in the first half. Fans, don't miss out on Texas' Top 50 barbecue. It's located conveniently right off Highway 6. We're talking about Hellberg's Barbecue. Hellberg's offers catering, daily specials, and more to barbecue lovers from all across Texas. Hellberg's Barbecue, salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer. And also remember, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink. That's because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. A proud partner of Baylor Athletics. Rudy's is also a proud sponsor of Baylor men's basketball. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com for some real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoke meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. And don't forget, Rudy serves breakfast tacos too. You see, I get excited for that. Every day till 10 a.m. Nothing like a good breakfast taco. And I'll tell you what, David, it'll taste a lot better tomorrow morning if Baylor's defense can keep playing like this. Kind of found their rhythm holding Sac State after that fast start for the Hornets to one of their last 7 shots from the floor.
Yeah, and, you know, that was the point of emphasis in that timeout for Scott Drew is we have to make it tougher on them. Now Baylor forced some contested long twos. 1 of 7, you'll take that all day long. Go down to 46% after that 5 of 6 start from the field. Additionally, Baylor's still looking for its first assist of the game, so I'm sure that was a point of emphasis in this timeout as, you know, they've been able to get some good one-on-one isolation plays, but you'd really like to see better ball movement and creating for your teammates. Nothing yet from Michael Ratai. He hasn't even attempted a field goal, while Cameron Carr has 8 points to lead the way for the Bears.
Bears with the basketball. Tunde Yesufu controls off the inbound. Top of the key. Here's Cam Carr. Clean look at a 3. Around and out. Ratai grabs the offensive board. That is the 5th offensive board tonight for Baylor, and Ratai now is on the board. Up and in, good for him. 20-20 tie.
And that was really a third chance point for Baylor as they got the offensive rebound on the previous Skillings 3 before the media timeout.
Mikey Williams dribbles between defenders and glides to the hole. So smooth to give the Hornets the lead.
Williams up to 9 points, and that was a much better job by him. He'd really tried to force the issue previous possessions. That one was a little more patient, used some pace and some hesitation to get space in the lane.
Skillings had it poked away. Last touch by Prophet Johnson, but they'll say it was last touch by Skillings as he is whistled for a backcourt. Antonio Petty right there.
4th turnover of the night for the Bears.
Our officials tonight, Tony Padilla, Marquise Pettigrew, and Antonio Petty.
You know, Mikey Williams already has 3 turnovers for this Sac State team, all 3 of their turnovers. So you can tell, I mean, they're going to go as he goes. The ball's going to be in his hands. He's going to be forced to make decisions.
Johnson with the basketball. Shimmies to the hole. No good. Players fight for it. Knocked out of bounds. You heard the whistle. It'll stay here. Mike Bibby pleading with Tony Padilla, one of our officials tonight, for a foul call.
I think he's arguing that one of the Baylor players put their hand through the rim and it should have been goaltending.
Taken away by Tunde Yesufu off the inbound. Breakaway jam for the freshman sensation. 22-22, 10:37 left here in the first half. Mikey Williams trying to find an open player under the basket. Hands up Harry, defense by Yesufu, knocked out of bounds. Johnny Summers into the game for the Hornets alongside Shakir O'Neal. Mikey Williams will inbound at 6'3" in the face of the big Caden Powell. Powell at 6'10". They've got a foul on the floor.
Kind of a cheap foul on Tunde there. Is he was trying to defend around a screen and kind of grabbed the player he was on. Something you see very often that doesn't get called. It's a little bit like holding in football. You could call it on just about any play if you wanted to. Unfortunately, that is the second foul on Tunde, so he's going to have to go to the bench for a few minutes.
Williams controls from the corner. Shot is too high, caromed off the top of the basket. Out of bounds, Baylor basketball. Locked at 22, 10:23 left here in the first half. Pete Souza filling in for John Morris alongside David Kay from Foster Pavilion. Agboom with the basketball. Step back three from the left corner, no good. Rebound Sacramento State. Mikey Williams once again streaking down the left side, muscling his way to the basket, and is fouled.
And that one's on Carr. It'll be his second of the game.
Seventh foul of the night on the Bears. And the Hornets really going at this Baylor team. Whether it's running the court and shooting the deep three, they've shot 10 so far, 5 of 10 from beyond the arc, all going right into the teeth of the Baylor defense and drawing fouls. First free throw from Williams is good. Second also falls through. The lead is extended to 2, 24-22. Sacramento State ahead at 4-5 on the season, in town to face a 5-1 Baylor team. Agboom drifts to the right with the basketball, draws attention, fires it to the corner. Williams will launch a three, no good. Mikey Williams and Caden Powell fight for it. Ball bounces to the Hornets' way, and Williams goes coast to coast. Draws the foul before the shot was blocked by Cam Carr.
And second foul on Isaac Williams, too. So now 3 Bears with 2 fouls apiece. That is the last thing Baylor needs with a 7-man rotation.
Michael Ratai emerges from the scorer's table, set to check into the game following this first free throw by Mikey Williams. Williams already 11 points. He is 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Make that 5 of 5. First attempt is good. Coming up on the 8th free throw attempt of the evening for Sacramento State.
And credit to them, they've done a good job getting into the paint and forcing contact. And, you know, Mikey Williams is high risk, high reward. You know, he's got 4 turnovers to go with his 13 now points. But they're going to go as he goes, and they're willing to put the ball in his hands and let him sink or swim.
Swimming right now with his team. He has helped buoy them to a 4-point advantage, 26-22. Ratai is accosted at the right elbow, and a foul is called on Sacramento State. About time. Foul is on Shakir O'Neal, his second of the night. Ratai bends his knees. Free throw attempt is too strong. Check that. Just 1 foul on Shakir O'Neal. They do such a good job here with the stat system. Everything's updated so fast. Tip of the cap to the folks here at Baylor. Summers controls for the Hornets on the right wing. Top of the key. Mikey Williams travels.
Bears dodged a little bit of a bullet there that he was called for the travel. I thought for a second they were going to get Isaac Williams a little slow on the closeout with the hand check, and that would have been the 3rd foul on Isaac. Both Williams and Cameron Carr playing with 2 fouls right now.
Mike Bibby not happy with the call. On the other end, we play on, and Williams flying to the hole, hits the deck hard as he was fouled by Shaquille O'Neal, it looks like.
It's going to be another 1-and-1. Isaac Williams going back to the line after going 1 for 2 earlier tonight.
Both teams in the bonus. We've seen some beautiful athleticism tonight by both teams, but we've also seen some physical play. Feeling like a street fight at times. 18 fouls for Sacramento State and 7 for Baylor. Second shot coming for Williams. Up and in. Good on him. 3 of 4 from the charity stripe early on for that young fella. The lead is 2 for the Hornets, 26-24. 9 minutes left in the first half. Johnson, bounce pass. Larinoff, good looking move. The floater falls and his team extends the lead to 4.
Bears were in a zone there, and Larinoff in the high post. If they have a player like that capable of operating out of the high post, you got to get out of the zone.
Isaac Williams, top of the key. Obi Agbum, he gets in on the act from deep, giving Baylor the lead. Baylor is now down by 1, 28-27.
First assist of the night for the Bears goes to Isaac Williams. Got into the paint and kicked out.
Johnson activates, spins to the 10, a hoop and harm. Quiet in the crowd here at Foster Pavilion that had come to life off of the huge Agbum 3. .23 left here in the first half. Johnson will be at the free throw line with a chance to extend the Hornets' lead to 4. Eight points on the night for Johnson, 3 of 5 from the floor. Bends his knees and the attempt is up and in. Isaac Williams, staring into the eyes of the Hornets defense, now puts it in drive but travels. 5th turnover of the night for Baylor.
And the first for Isaac Williams, that's a good example of the things that kind of frustrate Scott Drew. You didn't really get a chance to initiate your offense there. You got to be a little more ball strong than that, but he dragged the pivot foot as he got into the paint. Isaac's so good at getting in the paint and kicking out, you just got to protect the ball.
Larinoff controls just inside the circle, hands to Mikey Williams, who spins from the right side to the top of the key. Launches a shot from 3, no good. Rebound Baylor. Agbum flies up the left side, launches a 3, no good. Put back by Ratai is no good. A second offensive rebound for Ratai, and he's fouled trying to put it back in. He'll head to the free throw line.
Tremendous effort from Michael Ratai. Couldn't get that one to go down, but battled for it among 2 Sacramento State defenders and able to come down and go right back up with it and draw the foul.
We'll come back with 2 free throws from Michael Ratai. 31-27, Sacramento State's leads. 7:42 left in the first half. You're listening to the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Slam dunk cash with First Central Credit Union. Create a full court press with First Central's free checking that pays you cash back and refunds fees from other banks' ATMs. Enjoy free reward checking and be the MVP of a new cashback season. It's an easy bank shot. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. Member NCUA.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill is celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Nextlink, the Courtside Cam. That's brought to you by Nextlink. Reliable, high-speed internet for your home or business. Don't forget about Nextlink. And also, we love to talk about Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. So far, so good for Baylor. We'll have some moments to be worth covering here coming up for Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. But so far, David K., 31-27, some struggles for the Bears at home.
Yeah, particularly defensively. I think that's been the biggest frustration to this point is you can't put them to the free throw line 9 times this early. You can't allow 5 of 10 from three-point range. You know, they're 4 of 10 inside the arc. You can live with that. But not a lot of defense to be proud of for this Baylor team. And this is an offense that really has struggled this year, ranking in the 300s nationally, both 2-point and 3-point percentage. So you know that's going to be a point of emphasis these final 7 minutes of the first half, and then again at halftime of you got to find a way to make it tougher on these guys. There's no reason that they should be able to be this efficient on the offensive end. And when you were able to get stops, Baylor's been able to get out in transition and run for either easy buckets or even just times they've been able to get it up on the rim and then get an offensive rebound and a putback. They've been able to find offense that way. But you don't want to keep having to try to attack them in the half court, haven't been as effective when you've had to go against their half court defense.
31-27, Sacramento State with the advantage. Michael Ratai at the free throw line with an opportunity to trim this lead to 2 points. Misses the first free throw. Six of 9 on the night from the charity stripe is Baylor. Ratai bends. 0 for 2. Rebound, Prophet Johnson. Lead for the Hornets stays at 4. Sac State wasting no time. Johnson attacks, picks up his dribble now. Nice defensive pressure applied by Ratai. Mikey Williams just inside half court. Once again tried to go between 2 defenders, had it poked away. Fortuitous bounce goes to Prophet Johnson. His three's no good. Caden Powell brings down the board.
The Bears dodged a bullet there because that was an open 3 as 2 Baylor defenders collided and fell down.
Agbum pump fakes outside the arc, picks up his dribble and is fouled. Looks like the foul, early indication, is on Williams.
And that'll be the double bonus for the Bears. So Obi Agbum going to the line for a pair of free throws. You don't love the 6 of 10 start from the foul line, but Obi's a guy you feel pretty good about going there to turn that around.
And the foul officially is on Jahani Summers.
At the line for your Bears, number 5, Obi Agbum, shooting 2 in the double bonus.
7:07 left here in the first half. Agbum connects on the first free throw, making the score 31-28. Sac State with the lead. Isaac Williams and Michael Ratai go to the bench. Tunde Yesufu back into the basketball game alongside Cam Carter. So after Ratai misses 2 straight free throws, Agbum goes to the charity stripe and makes both. 2-point advantage for Sac State, 31-29. 7 minutes left in the first half. Prophet Johnson loses it. Crowd wanted a turnover. Officials say that Baylor touched it last. Shot clock approaching 10. Mikey Williams with the ball in between the 3-point line and half court. Looks like he was bailed out.
Yeah, that's tough because that was probably, I think they missed the backcourt violation. And then that's a really cheap foul call on Caden Powell, 45 feet from the basket.
Mikey Williams will be back to the free throw line. He's already attempted 6 free throws tonight, is perfect, 6 of 6.
Now that's 4 Baylor players with 2 fouls apiece, so They hear another whistle on the Bears. You got to hope it's on Dan Skillings or Obi Agbim, who both have not committed a foul to this point. Anyone else in the game has 2.
Williams sinks his first attempt. Second one is true. 33-29, Sacramento State with the advantage. 6:45 left in the first half. Agbim trots across half court and hands to Carr. Tunde Yesufu controls now. Yesufu goes between his legs. Muscling his way to the hole, is fouled by Mahdi, and he'll go to the free throw line.
And Sac State has 5 players with 2 fouls as well. Mahdi, that's his first, but 9 players in the game with 2 fouls in the first half. That is a lot of whistles. We've still got over 6 minutes to go in the first half.
So Yesufu now at the free throw line. Be his first attempts of the night. Has 4 points on 2 of 3 shooting. First attempt rattles home. On the evening, Baylor is now 9 of 13 from the free throw line. Michael Ratai checks in for Caden Powell. 33-30. Sacramento State clinging to a 3-point advantage. 6:32 left in the first half. Second free throw attempt is good. Lead is trimmed to a deuce. Sacramento State has come into Foster Pavilion with no fear. Illustrated in the score right now as they command a 2-point advantage. Mikey Williams, Euro step into the lane, draws traffic, fires it for Summers. Summers launches a 3, too strong. Williams gets the offensive board behind his back to Mahdi. His shot rims out from the corner. Rebound Baylor. Carr activates, moves it to Agbim. Agbim now sets the table inside of 20 seconds on the shot clock. Skillings, right corner, picks up his dribble and goes to Cam Carr. Shot clock at 10. Carr, give and go to Ratai, and Ratai is fouled by Johnson.
And good to get Ratai back to the foul line here. Need him to knock these down. He's a good free throw shooter, especially for a big man, but he's 0 of 3 so far tonight, including missing the front end of a 1-and-1, so he's left 4 points on the board there. Everyone else for the Baylor team has been shooting free throws pretty well to this point. It's really just Ratai that struggled, missing 3 of the Bears' 4 misses. And Sac State calling a quick timeout here.
Quick 30-second timeout for the Hornets. With 5:42 left in the first half. 33-31, Sacramento State leading Baylor. And a lot of excitement and hype, right, coming into this building with Sacramento State. Of course, Mike Bibby, their head coach. We talked about Mikey Williams, the highly touted recruit coming into Memphis, then UCF, and now at Sacramento State. Mikey Williams with 15 points on 3 of 7 shooting, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. And you can't overlook Shakir O'Neal, son of Shaquille, who is the general manager of this Sacramento State squad. And don't forget about Brad Miller, a teammate of Mike Bibby's in Sacramento, who is an assistant coach for Sac State. They're a star-studded cast.
Yeah, they actually have a little more creative help than you would expect from a team with their resources, but I see they have kind of a team videographer there on the bench. They have extra security that we had to work with them on in advance because of kind of the celebrity status they have on their team. And I think, when Mike Bibby's your coach, you don't want him to be bothered or people looking for autographs and pictures all the time, so they brought extra security for him as well.
Well, he has been able to focus on his team's effort tonight. They are ahead by 1 after the made free throw by Ratai. 5:42 left here before halftime. The Bears a heavy favorite coming into this one. Trail by 1, Ratai bends his knees and ties it up at 33. Sac State with the basketball as the pressure has been turned up over the last 3 minutes. They have not scored in 2 minutes and 46 seconds and are 0 of 5 on their last 5 field goals.
Bears in their 2-3 zone here.
Mikey Williams dials a 3, no good. Larinov got a body on Skillings and grabbed the board, went back up with it, no good, but he's fouled. Out of bounds. Correction. So 19 on the shot clock. Sacramento State with the ball. A nice pass by Williams to Mahdi, who floats to 2 off the glass.
And that was just a business decision by Tunde Yesufu to back away and not risk getting his 3rd foul, give up the easy layup.
Obi Agbum controls. 5 minutes left here in the first half. 2-point advantage for Sac State. Tunde Yesufu, double teamed on the block, elevates over both defenders and drops it in from the block.
Bears identified that size mismatch and got the ball to Tunde on the block, where he was easily able to elevate over his defender and get an easy 2.
3 from the corner is no good. Was attempted by Summers, but a foul on the rebound. Much to the chagrin of Baylor head coach Scott Drew.
And that's the double bonus for Sac State now, so it's going to be 2 free throws on the foul with the rebound.
The foul is on Dan Skillings. The only good news there is that it's his first.
Yeah, I really don't feel like this has been like an overly physical game, but we've had 22 fouls called in the first 15 minutes.
Would you say it's just maybe a little sloppy?
Yeah, that's probably a good description.
36-35, Sacramento State leads after the split free throws from Larinaw. Skillings in the corner, accosted by Johnson. Gets it to the left wing. Carr is double teamed, snaps it to the right corner. Yesufu pump fakes and penetrates, floating to 2 off the glass. A beautiful move by the freshman.
I don't think he'll get an assist for that, but that was a great skip pass from Cam Carr across court, and then Tunde kind of a drive and a look off to create space and lay it in. He's up to 10 points.
Baylor, first lead since the opening sequence, 37-36. A steal and a thunder dunk in transition for Cam Carr. Crowd is engaged. Can the Bears take advantage? Inside of 4 minutes left in the first half, and a hush silenced Johanny Summers with the 3.
And, you know, Bears got caught there as Sac State ran out after that dunk. And Summers got a catch-and-shoot 3. That's the one thing Baylor does not want to give him. They got to make him put the ball on the ground.
39-39. Baylor with the basketball has made 3 of their last 3 field goals. 3:23 left in the first half. Shot clock, 5. Agbum, the lob, and Carr from the left corner grabs it and throws it down.
That is a Scott Drew staple when the other team switches to his own to call that play and get an easy lob dunk. Cam Carr up to 12 points.
Just the tonic Baylor needed. They've made 4 straight. Mikey Williams spins into trouble. Finds Johnson as a safety valve. In the corner now, Summers another 3. And a technical foul is called.
I was wondering when we were going to get one of those, because these Sac State players have had a lot to say to the Baylor bench after every made shot. And Antonio Petty, I think, just finally said that's enough and whistled him for the tech, and we're going to get immediate timeout.
Johanny Summers hits the 3, but is smacked with the technical foul. Sacramento State up 42-41. We'll step aside on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health, enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip? Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants,
We're about 11 minutes away from ID time. I'll remind you in your ear.
Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your
All right, I'll be listening to you.
bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill.
Who else am I going to listen to?
Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Well, we're back at Foster Pavilion, where Baylor in a dogfight, 42-41. Sacramento State with the advantage. Pete Souza alongside Dave McKay. Of course, I'm filling in for John Morris tonight, the Hall of Famer on the other side of the court doing some TV with Pat Nutley. As we dig into the stats, David, you brought up a great point. As far as Sacramento State is concerned, they are scoring when they have the basketball. I mean, obviously, that's simple, right? That's what you need to do to win, but Baylor's defense coming up a little bit short tonight, and when they've been aggressive, they've fouled.
Yeah, it's crazy because I was looking at the stats, and Sac State's only shooting 43%. You can usually live with that number. Baylor's goal is to hold the other team to 39% or less each game, but 43, you're going to win most games. And yet, because they've made 11 of 13 free throws, they've made 7 of 17 three-pointers at 41%. And then out of their 16 misses on the offensive end, they've grabbed offensive rebounds on 7 of those and turned those into 10-second chance points. So a lot of things working against the Bears as far as their defense. You're going to have to really tighten it up in the final 2 minutes and 51 seconds of this half and then carry that over to the second half. You've given them belief. You know, we talked about that coming into the game. They were a team that was going to come in and try to take advantage of this incredible opportunity to pull off a upsetting on the road against a high major team. And all that they've been able to do so far is gain confidence in that.
So as we come back to play with 2:51 left in the first half, the sequence will start with the free throw from Obi Agbum before Baylor is awarded the basketball. The back end of a technical foul that was issued to Jahani Summers after he knocked down a three right before we went to break. Agbum converts on the free throw. He'll get one more.
And that's just a really, really poor decision for Jahani Summers. You know, it ends up being his third personal foul. And then, you know, Obi now makes the second free throw. So you've basically negated your three-pointer and given back 2 points and picked up your third personal. It's just unnecessary. I'm sure Mike Bibby's incredibly frustrated with Summers.
Well, and you're playing a real good team on the road. And if there was ever a time that Baylor had a chance to turn the tide before halftime, it is now. Bears have made 4 of their last 4 field goals, shooting 52% on the floor from the night. Agbum controls on the right wing, hands it to Skillings. Traffic jam on the right side, so Skillings finds Tunde Yesufu. Yesufu pounding his way to the hole, backing his way in against Mikey Williams. Sacramento State stays in the zone, and it seems to give Baylor fits for the moment. A foul on Williams as he almost had the interception.
You know, there was a lot of contact. That's good ball pressure from Sac State if it's not going to be called a foul. I think sometimes the officials have gone, hey, we've already called 24 fouls this half, 14 of them on Sac State. We're not going to call everything. And they're looking to take advantage of that there, really applying a lot of ball pressure anytime a Baylor player put the ball on the floor.
So the foul's on Mikey Williams. That is his first. Skillings at the free throw line extends the Baylor lead to 2. 44-42, 2:28 left in the first half. Skillings 3 points on the night, but 7 rebounds. Give him 4 points as the second free throw rattles home. (45-42), Baylor at their largest lead of the night, 3 points. It has been that type of game. The heavily favored Bears getting all they can handle at home at Foster Pavilion. Coming up on 2 minutes left in the first half, Mikey Williams elevates and drains a jumper.
That was a tough, contested, long two. You can live with those. You'd like to get the ball out of Mikey Williams' hands, but if he is going to get a shot, let him take long twos with a hand in his face.
Both teams hot right now. Baylor's made their last 4 shots. Sacramento State clean on their last 3. Agbum controls, 10 on the shot clock. Meets 2 defenders, dribbles his way to the right side, floating off the window, too strong, no good. Rebound comes out. Here comes Prophet Johnson, who grabs it and finds Mahdi, who is darting to the hole on the right side, takes the baseline to 2.
That's 4 straight made field goals for Sac State after they'd struggled a little bit, now up to 47% in the game.
1 point advantage for Sac State, 46-45, coming up on a minute left here in the first half. Tunde Yesufu bodies with Mahdi and is fouled.
That's a well-designed play to get Tunde rolling to the rim with the head of steam with Mahdi matched up on him. Mahdi not able to move his feet quick enough to stay with him, and that was either going to be a foul or an easy bucket for Tunde.
10 points for Yesufu. 4 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Now he is 2 of 3 as he misses his first free throw attempt. Michael Ratai surfaces from the Baylor bench. He will check into the basketball game in favor of Caden Powell.
Michael Ratai.
Second free throw by Yesufu is good. Locked at 46. 1:10 left in the first half. Mikey Williams, who has had the basketball for the lion's share of the first half, it feels like, for the Hornets, drops it off to Taj Glover, who gives it right back. 15 on the shot clock. Williams slices to the hole and is fouled. He'll go back to the free throw line where he's already 8 of 8.
And that's the third foul on Isaac Williams. Mikey Williams, I'll give him credit. He's getting the star treatment tonight. You know, if he's not able to convert, he's usually getting a spot at the free throw line. It's impressive for any guard to come into a place like this from on a low major team and get to the free throw line 10 times in the first half.
At a career high 30 points against UCSB. 17 points in the first half. He'll stay there as he misses his first free throw.
And for your Bears, number 43,
Cam Carr back into the game for Baylor. Williams, the 6'3" transfer from San Diego State. I think we might be giving him an inch there, but that's okay. Hits the second free throw and puts the Hornets back in front. Obi Agbam, so quick with the basketball. Hands it off to Tunde Yesufu. Yesufu explodes to the hole, gets tangled up and can't finish. Coming away with the loose ball, who else? Dan Skillings, Johnny on the spot. 6 points for him. Baylor back in front, 48-47.
And that works as a 2-for-1 for Baylor, as there's about a 6-second differential between the game and shot clock.
Mikey Williams controls, melting the clock in between half court and the three-point line. Williams calls for the screen. With a little bit of space, elevates and puts it up with his right hand. Offensive foul on the Hornets.
And that's the second foul on Williams, 16th foul on Sac State. And one good thing here is that dead ball allows you to get a sub in and get Isaac Williams back in the game, even though he's got 3 fouls. You're on the offensive end for the final 8.9 seconds, able to draw up a set play here. And a couple of Bears were looking over to the bench trying to call the exact play they wanted to Scott Drew.
8 seconds left. Williams over half court, darts to the hole for Baylor, gets some contact, and also gets a hoop. 3-point opportunity coming up for Isaac Williams.
He's too quick. You know, you'd like to have used a little more of the clock, but there's still 3.4 on the clock, but Isaac Williams just so fast. Bears just cleared out open space for him, and he saw a driving lane going left, drew the foul on Prophet Johnson, second foul on Johnson, and Williams now 7 points with a chance for his 8th at the foul line.
Prophet Johnson, the Fairfield transfer, really had no chance. And Williams can't make good on the three-point play, but Tunde Yesufu cleans the offensive board, back up and in. Baylor with the 5-point advantage at a half, and they finish on a 6-0 run, making 3 of their last 3 field goals.
Legal ID.
Last 9. We'll pause right now for our stations to identify themselves with Baylor up 52-47.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Studios, this is KRZI Waco.
Thank you.
22DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Halftime here at Foster Pavilion. Pete Souza alongside David Kay. David, real quick, your thoughts on this opening session?
Well, really frustrating opening session, particularly on the defensive end. However, an encouraging close, taking the charge on one end and then converting for 4 points in the final 8 seconds on the other end. That's encouraging. You've had good balance, 13 points between against 12 from Carr, but you got to fix the defense. Mikey Williams, 18 first-half points. That's inexcusable. I don't care who you're going against.
All right, 5-point advantage for Baylor. We'll step aside on the Baylor Sports Media Network and come back with some news and notes and halftime stats here at Foster Pavilion.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Hi, Jan from Toyota here to let you know that Toyotathon is on. And what better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota, like RAV4, Grand Highlander, and Corolla Cross. But to really get in the spirit, let's sing about it. So without further ado, driving through the snow in a new RAV4, hooray! To the slopes we go in a Highlander for a ski day. A Camry to get hot cocoa, tubing with a Tundra makes the kids go loco. Oh, what fun it is to make holiday wishes come true. Toyotathon, Toyotathon, Toyotathon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey!
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places. During Toyotathon, qualified buyers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2026 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now, it's time for the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime show. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Blue Bonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the first half. Check in on scores and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Pete Souza filling in for the Hall of Famer John Morris, and it is the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime report. Blue Bonnet Health Services, your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Blue Bonnet. Well, we've got an interesting one here developing at Foster Pavilion. Baylor up 52-47 on Sacramento State. Of course, the Bears come into this game a heavy favorite playing at home. They are coming back from their appearance in the Players Era Tournament. That, of course, took place in Las Vegas. Baylor 2-1 in that tournament. They defeat Creighton, and they lost to St. John's. Also had a victory out there in Las Vegas, and just a really good trip for Baylor. And talking a little bit to David Kay about it before the game, it was nice to see their offense clicking, of course, in that win against Creighton, and also in that win against San Diego State, sandwiched in between that loss with St. John's. But we take a look at the stats tonight, where the Bears are shooting just 25% from beyond the arc, 3 of 12. But as far as shots from the field, they are 16 of 30, shooting 53%. On the other side of that, Sacramento State, 14 of 30 from the floor, 7 of 17 from beyond the arc, and they have gotten to the free throw line. They have attempted 15 free throws, where they are 12 of 15. On the other side of that, how about Baylor shooting 23 free throws? The Bears are 17 of 23 from the charity stripe. You get the idea. It has been a physical basketball game tonight. Obi Agboum leads the Bears, Obi Agboum with 10 points. Tunde Yesufu leads the Bears with 13 points, followed by Cam Carr. On the other side, Mikey Williams with 18 points on 4 of 9 shooting from the floor. And you can't forget about Prophet Johnson for Sacramento State. He has 9 points on 3 of 6 shooting. When you look at turnovers, Sacramento State has 7, Baylor with 5. Points off of turnovers, the Bears have been able to use those turnovers to their advantage. They have 10 points off of turnovers. Sacramento State with 8. Total rebounds, Baylor with 18, Sac State with 15. And you look at some of these hustle points, 24 points in the paint for Baylor, 12 for Sacramento State. It's been a physical ball game, but if it's been anything, it's really been somewhat sloppy in the first half. The Bears right now a 5-point advantage at halftime. And we will come back on the other side of the break with some more stats and analysis. It is the Bluebonnet Halftime Report. You are listening to the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet.
Just a reminder, you have one more break after this one.
Serving Texas since
for halftime.
Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry.
You're welcome.
And kindness. Known for their award-winning agents,
Mr. Baker
understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in
I don't think so.
The state, including in
I wouldn't stake my life on it.
Here's to home.
Today we have two very special...
Yeah, that's a good question, and I wish that if I would have known, I would have been paying more attention.
Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry.
In case you missed it, we'll run it again, possibly.
Easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Remember the old Saturday Night Live bit? Yeah.
You're listening to Baylor
Stand by
on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back here at Foster Pavilion, Baylor with a 52-47 halftime lead on Sacramento State. Bears led by 13 points from freshman Tunde Yesufu. Cameron Carr also with 12 points. Both Carr and Yesufu 5 of 7 from the field for their points. Obi Agboum 10 points on 2 of 5 from the field, including a couple of three-pointers. 7 points for Isaac Williams, 6 for Dan Skillings, and 4 from Michael Ratai. Adds up to 52 points for the Bears on 16 of 30 from the field. 53% haven't been able to shoot the three-pointer well. Only 3 of 12 at 25%. 2 of those from Obi Agboum and 1 from Cameron Carr. But Baylor doing a great job getting to the free throw line. 23 free throw attempts. She made 17 of those. 4 of 4 from Skillings and Agboum. 3 of 4 from Tunde Yesufu, 3 of 5 from Isaac Williams. And hadn't been the prettiest half, but happy to have a 5-point lead after trailing for the majority of it. Sac State led for over 13 minutes of that first half.
What do those 23 free throw attempts say to you as far as the sort of attack that Baylor is employing tonight?
Well, it means Baylor's doing a good job of getting into the paint. You know, they haven't shot the three well, 3 of 12, so you got to find a way to get to the rim. And when you get to the rim, two good things can really happen. Really 3. You get an easy bucket, you get fouled, or you get a kick-out 3. And Baylor really hasn't been able to get many kick-out 3s because Sac State has been really physical on the interior, making things hard on them. And Bears been able to get to the line out of those. 17 fouls called on Sac State in the first half, 11 on Baylor. So a lot of whistles, physicality on both ends, but a lot to clean up for both teams. crazy is neither team had a block shot in the first half, and as many times as both have gotten into the paint, that's a little bit surprising.
Yeah, there are certainly many attempts at block shots as reflected in some of the fouls tonight. 52-47. We'll step aside and come back and finish up halftime. Baylor with a 5-point advantage. You're listening to the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up-the-year sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco. Drive the stunning 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing for 60 months, or take $4,500 in combined bonus cash, plus $1,000 in select inventory cash. And right now, enjoy no payments for 90 days. Just sign and drive into the new year. These deals end soon, so hurry into Allen Samuels in Waco today.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
You've been listening to the Bluebonnet Health Services Halftime Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Bluebonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and urgent care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we get set for the second half action with the Baylor Bears as we rejoin the voice of the Bears, John Morris, live from the booth, bringing you the second half action and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sport.
Not yet. Now, go.
Baylor with the 52-47 advantage right now at halftime over Sacramento State. And Mike Bibby, been really interesting, David, to see Sacramento State come into this arena tonight. And we had a feel before the game that this was an undaunted opponent. And they really have shown by the way they're playing. And again, it has not been a beautiful, seamless offensive or defensive experience for that matter for Sacramento State. But they are playing what feels like above their weight class right now and with just a 5-point deficit.
Well, anytime you're playing a low major team with a chip on their shoulder and something to prove and that has a 5-star talent that can go off for 18 first half points, you have to be a little concerned. And Mike Williams is that. Now, let's be honest, there's a reason he's at Sacramento State. He's had his issues along the way. But he was a highly recruited player out of high school who's got all the talent in the world, future NBA talent, if he can get everything situated off the court. But he really went off for this in this first half with 18 points, also had a couple of assists. Now, again, they're going to live and die with him. He had 6 turnovers out of the team's 7 in the first half. Bears have to do a good job continuing to turn him over and make things difficult on him. That was a point of emphasis after that game earlier this year, where Dior Johnson went for, I think it was 42 against them, and the Baylor coaches talked about, okay, we have to do a better job. We instilled this new defense in you that's a team defense. Now we have to work on what are we going to do to shut down one guy who gets hot. And so I think that'll be something you can look for the second half is what are they going to adjust to try to take away Mikey Williams and make other players on the Sac State team beat him.
Well, and as someone who's been around a lot of those conversations, you know, and has gotten a chance to see firsthand what Ron Sanchez is doing with this defense. What do you think that message was at halftime, and how do they take away Mikey Williams?
I think a lot of it is just the defensive intensity, running them off of ball screens. You got to fight over all of the screens that Sac State is setting, not give them anything easy. Make them put the ball on the floor. You can't give up catch and shoot threes, and then you got to find someone to hit on the offensive glass. 7 offensive rebounds for Sac State have turned into 10 points. That's usually an area of strength for Baylor, is keeping the other team off the offensive glass, not in that first half.
Offensively for Baylor, what would you like to see change, or would like to see them do more of that they had success with in the first half?
I think you got to get some, they call them P-squareds, where you get into the paint and then pass it out, get some open threes. 3 of 12 from the three-point line is not going to get it done. You got to get some open looks.
Back to action here in the second half. We are underway. Agbum controls, holds up his right hand, and gives the play to the rest of his teammates. Baylor in unison out of the break. Yesufu, who had a great first half, rounding out. That was everything but through the hoop, but cleaning up the mess with the putback is Michael Ratai. Baylor's lead is now 7, largest of the night.
And Bears have identified if they get Mikey Williams matched up on Tunde Yesufu, they're going to post him up. And Tunde had a great look there. I can't believe that ball didn't go down, but fortunately Ratai in the right place at the right time. 6 points and 6 rebounds for him.
Summers controls on the left wing, snaps it over his head. Williams with the basketball, 5 on the shot clock. 3 on the shot clock. Summers controls, will have to hurry and does. Rattles in and out, but the offensive rebound came to Johnson. He tries to put it back up and in, and is fouled.
That's a frustrating defensive possession because I felt like Baylor played really good team defense, forced a very tough contested 2, but then as everyone flew to defend the shot, no one in position for the rebound, and that's what's going to lead to 2 free throws from Prophet Johnson.
Johnson 2 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. His team 12 of 15. Make him 13 of 16. First one goes through, trimming the lead to 6. 19:02 left here in the second half. Johnson bends and puts it through. Agbum takes the inbound and slowly walks it across half court as he looks at the Baylor bench for direction. Goes to Michael Ratai on the right wing in front of the Baylor bench, who goes right back to him. Now it's Cam Carr. Carr activates down the baseline from the Baylor bench. Good for 2.
Bears got a switch off of Michael Ratai, and Lavrov had no chance keeping Cameron Carr out of the paint. Easy 2 for him. He's up to 14 points, team high.
56-49, Baylor leads. 28 points in the paint for the Bears to 12 for Sacramento State. Mikey Williams raises from the top of the key and drains a jumper.
That was a long 2 for Mikey Williams, and Sac State able to get a timeout. Interesting timeout there from Mike Bibby. That becomes immediate as the first call timeout of the second half.
Have you noticed a couple times tonight we have seen Sacramento State sort of playing with reckless abandon as far as shot selection is concerned? That's not a great 2, right?
That was a terrible shot. Let's just be honest. Analytically, they would say a long 2 like that off balance, you can live with that all day on the defensive end. Mikey Williams made a great shot, but Baylor will let him have that one all day long.
I mean, I'm living under the impression that he just has that right. Oh, we do now get word it is a full timeout. So we'll step aside and take a break on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Bears up 5.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
Everything we do for you.
Slam dunk benefits at First Central Credit Union. Tip off with free checking that pays cash, less fees, great rates, quick local loans, easy online applications, a free mobile app, secure remote control cards, 24/7 deposits, and more services at our ATMs, and a free new member t-shirt. Join today at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and application requirements apply. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Team left here in the second half. The Bears with a 5-point advantage on Sacramento State. Still plenty of work left to do. Pete Souza alongside David Kay. Baylor coming out of the locker room and immediately going down low to Tunde Yesufu. Yesufu's miss was followed up by Michael Ratai, but that gave you the impression, David, as to what the Bears are probably going to be working on offensively here in the second half as they continue to pile up points in the paint.
Yeah, you got to exploit mismatches when you get them, and Baylor has a lot more length than this Sac State team. So when you get Mikey Williams matched up on a Michael Ratai or a Dan Skillings or a Tunde Yesufu or even a Cameron Carr, you got to take advantage of it. So that's what Scott Drew identified. He got a switch and it wasn't an easy bucket. He missed it, but it was an offensive rebound putback from Michael Ratai. And then the next possession now, you got to switch onto Cameron Carr with the 5-man Lavrov, and Carr went right around him for an easy layup. So looks like Bears have identified what they want to do and the matchups they want to exploit. You just got to have the discipline to work to get those matchups and then execute.
Bears with the basketball out of the timeout that was called by Sacramento State following a jumper by Mikey Williams. Agbin across half court, he'll tango with Williams. Gives it to Yesufu, and Yesufu just flies to the hole from the three-point line, top of the key. Knifes for two, he's fouled, shot at the three-point play.
I love the aggressiveness Baylor has had these first three offensive possessions, attacking the rim once you get the foul, but all three times it turned into buckets.
So Yesufu at the free throw line with one attempt coming, 18:07 left in the second half. The lead is now 7 for Baylor. They have made 3 of their last 3 out of the half. Free throw is good, extending the Baylor advantage. Johnson across half court where he is met by Yesufu. Larinov controls, holds the ball over his head and hands to Mikey Williams. Williams from the elbow, no good. Rebound by Tunde Yesufu, just ripped it out of the hands of Larinov. At the other end, ball is kicked out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a pitch ahead to Cameron Carr, and he just kind of tried to catch it with one hand and save it, and lost the handle on it. Good idea. You'd like to push the tempo, but also you've gotten some really good looks when you've gotten into your half-court sets, so you really can't afford turnovers at this point in the game.
6th turnover of the night for Baylor. 8th turnover of the night for Sacramento State as Yesufu rips it away and dunks it home at the other end. Baylor's lead is now 10, largest of the night.
Tunde Yesufu up to 18 points on 7 of 10 from the field, highly efficient.
Really just seems like he's got half a mind to take over as Johnson misses at the other end. Skillings picks up the rebound. Eyes up, Skillings will take it himself. Too strong off the heel, but we've got a foul and a whistle on Sacramento State.
Again, good things happen when you get the ball to the rim, and Dan Skillings just put his head down. You use the space created by Michael Ratai to get that shot up. Not a great look, but he was fouled on the rebound, it looks like. I think it's going to be a baseline out of bounds for Baylor here. But again, on the other end, it was another bad look from Mikey Williams, trying to force the issue with a long contested two. You're going to live with those all day long, and I'm sure that's what Baylor has talked about, is limit him to long twos.
Agbon to Cam Carr. Carr elevates above all the other defenders, but too strong. Off the mark, Mikey Williams grabs the board and fires it ahead. Into the basketball game is Jaden Teat. He controls and fires it across court. Summers drills a 3.
Summers' 4th 3 of the game. He's got 12 points on 4 of 6 from the three-point line. You can't give him catch-and-shoot threes. That was a wide-open one.
Takes a huge bite out of the Baylor momentum and 3 points out of the lead. It is now 61-54. Baylor with the advantage. Yesufu. Jump shot is no good from just inside the top of the key. Ratai gathers the offensive board out by the three-point line. He hands to Agbum. Agbum pulls the trigger on a three, no good. But another offensive rebound for Baylor and Michael Ratai. He'll go back to the free throw line as he's fouled trying to put it in.
A good look for Obi Agbam, but just didn't go down, and Ratai doing a great job fighting for rebounds. That gives him 8 on the game as he gets to the foul line again. He missed his first 3 free throws, but he made the last 2, and he's back there for 2 more.
This will be Baylor's 25th free throw attempt of the night with 16:22 left in the second half. First one is good for Ratai. With all the free throw attempts, Baylor has taken advantage. 76%. Hovering just above that number now as Ratai knocks down a second free throw. 62-54, Baylor with the lead. Mikey Williams knifing to the hole from the left wing. Finds Summers. Summers jump pass. Long three. Off the mark by Teat. Long rebound for Skillings.
That's a season high 10 rebounds for Dan Skillings.
Agbam, top of the key to Carr. Now Michael Ratai controls. Ratai, speaking with his eyes to Carr, says, hey, come get it. Carr gives it back to him. Ratai from just inside the free throw line gets tied up. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cam Carr. Over his shoulder. Ball is knocked away, was intended for Ratai as the two-man game, ends with an ill effort. Mikey Williams at the other end, twisting layup is no good. Back and forth we go. Skillings left side, Yesufu slides to a 2-point advantage.
I'm sure Mike Bibby's incredibly frustrated with Mikey Williams. He's made some really poor offensive decisions that have led to easy buckets for Baylor.
65-54, the lead is 11 for Baylor. 15-14 left here in the game as we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside. The Bears are rolling. You are listening to Baylor Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, Jan from Toyota here to let you know that Toyota-thon.
Yeah!
And what better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota, like RAV4, Grand Highlander, and Corolla Cross. But to really get in the spirit, let's sing about it. So without further ado, driving through the snow in a new RAV4, hooray! To the slopes we go in a Highlander for a ski day. A Camry to get hot cocoa, tubing with a Tundra makes the kids go loco. Oh, what fun it is to make holiday wishes come true. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey!
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyota-thon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places. During Toyota-thon, qualified buyers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2026 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Len and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip? Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Foster Pavilion, where Baylor has come out of the locker room and extended a 5-point lead to an 11-point advantage. 65-54. Pete Souza alongside David Kay. David, most encouraging thing for Baylor at a halftime.
I think the way that they have overcome the poor three-point shooting, 3 of 13 from three-point range, but I was just looking, what I'm really impressed by is Baylor went 18 straight two-point attempts when the threes weren't falling. They last attempted a 3 with 7:45 in the first half, then didn't attempt one again until 16:25 in the second half. That was an open look for Obi Agbam. But, when the threes aren't falling, you got to find other ways to score. And I appreciate that this Baylor team has been assertive in trying to do that and not continue to force up three-pointers. Take what the defense
This basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it is the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partners of Baylor Athletics. Also, Courtside sausage. Remember, made from the finest cuts of pork. The patented blend of seasonings and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Courtside sausage is always great on the grill and perfect, I mean perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy in your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Courtside sausage, a game day tradition, and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Back underway off the inbounds pass. Laranov had a bunny that he missed, got his own rebound and gets fouled trying to put it back up and in.
It's going to be on Tunde Yesufu, his third foul of the game. I think they called the foul on the rebound. Yes, it'll be a baseline out of bounds.
Prophet Johnson set to inbound as Michael Ratai and Cam Carr fly into the basketball game. Tunde Yesufu and Obi Agba. Yesufu heads to the bench with 20 points on 8 of 12 shooting and 8 rebounds. Caden Powell making life difficult on Johnson to inbound the basketball. Finally gets it in. Jump shot is missed by the Hornets, but they gather their own board. Prophet Johnson. Ball goes back to Mikey Williams. Williams, that ball is a yo-yo for him. Elevates from 3, in and out, no good. And it looks like they've got Cam Carr with the foul, trying to get the offensive board over Laranov.
Third foul on Cameron Carr as well. So now Isaac Williams, Cameron Carr, and Tunde Yesufu, all with 3 fouls apiece. There's plenty of foul trouble on the other end as well. Sac State with 4 players with 3 fouls.
Summers, top of the key, moves it to Prophet. Prophet. Working on Skillings. Prophet, step back, drains it.
Yeah, but you know, again, long 2, fade away, live with that all day long. That's a tough shot. He made it. You tip your hat to him, but if they attempt that all game, you're going to come out ahead.
Breaks a 2-minute and 15-second scoring drought on the other end. Cam Carr dunking it home, extending Baylor's advantage back to 9. Oh, and on the other end, what looked to be a big-time block has been nullified by a foul on the floor. Fouls on Ratai, his 3rd. Prophet Johnson.
Oh, that's a tough foul. We got to look at that replay, and I just don't see anything there.
If anything, he got him with the body. And taking advantage is Johnson as he sinks his first free throw attempt. Trimming the lead to 10. 67-67, 14:08 left here in the second half. Second free throw for Johnson is good. 15 points for Prophet Johnson on 4 of 8 shooting. His teammate Mikey Williams leads all scorers with 20 points. Right side, Cam Carr launches it over his head to Ratai, who operates from the top of the key. Ratai weaving through defenders, lay it up good. Great move.
Great move by Ratai and a great off-ball screen by Caden Powell to create that space for an open driving lane. Michael Ratai. Ratai, 10 points and 8 rebounds in the game.
Averaged 17 last year at Oregon State, is really making his presence felt early on in his career here at Baylor. The Tennessee transfer. Cam Carr knocks down a 3. Can only be quiet for so long. 19 points for Carr, 8 of 11 shooting.
And he waited patiently to get an open 3-point look after missing his last 2.
Fall away jumper, no good for Williams. Baylor with a 14-point advantage. Skilling trying to make it 17. 3-point attempt is short, but Caden Powell grabs the board. Carr with another try from 3, no good. Sac State fights for the rebound, but in doing so, commits a foul.
Bears getting really good offense. Couple of really good looks at three-pointers there. And what you love is when the three-pointer goes up, these Baylor players aren't caught ball watching. They're fighting for position and getting the offensive rebounds. They now have 14 offensive rebounds in the game, turn those into 15 points.
Ratai, inbounds, Skillings, off-balance jumper, no good. Rebound caroms out to Prophet Johnson. Johnson, 1-on-3 break, no good. But the trailer, Larinov, does a nice job of putting it back up and in transition. 12-point advantage for Baylor.
This should be a 30-second timeout.
Timeout on the floor. 12:35 left here in the game. Tony Padilla says yes, it will be a 30-second timeout. Scott Drew, emphatic right now in the huddle. What's the message here, David?
You know, I'm trying to think of it. I got to think a little frustrated with the shot selection. Dan Skillings, a fadeaway three on the inbound pass there. Not a good look to put off the side of the backboard. And then did a much better job on the defensive end, but you had a couple of offensive rebounds you've allowed lately. And so I could be either one of those. I think he's yelling at. I think he's yelling at Dan Skillings about the shot selection. Going, you know, we've been able to work to get really good looks. We don't need to settle for a fadeaway three right off an inbound pass.
Yeah, Baylor has the opportunity to really deliver a kill shot here over the course of the next 5-10 possessions. And if they go to the paint, right, if history is any indication tonight, they have 38 points in the paint to Sacramento State's 14. And that, a shot we just saw from Skillings, will draw the ire of Scott Drew.
Yeah, you know, you've gotten some really good looks at three to start this half, and then you start settling for that. And I think that's his point. You know, he talked a lot in the pregame about we can't play down to our competition. We can't be happy with the 10-point cushion and start settling with bad habits. You got to play every possession as if it's a one-point game.
Cam Carr controls now. Baylor with the basketball. They rotate around the perimeter. It goes to Isaac Williams. Williams pump fakes and penetrates and scores in the face of three Hornet defenders.
He is so tough, hanging in the air, absorbing the contact and finishing through it. Passed up an open three to get into the paint and get that layup.
14-point advantage for Baylor. Williams bounces the basketball. Waist-high dribble. High off the backboard, no good. And a foul on Obi Agnew. Two more free throws coming from Mikey Williams. A timeout on the floor for us. 74-60, Baylor leads. 11:58 left in the game. You're listening to the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Reaching ahead now, a 14-point advantage, 74-60. Pete Souza filling in for the Hall of Famer J-Mo. Of course, John Morris on the TV call tonight, living the glamorous life with Pat Nunley. So I'm alongside David Kay. And David, the Bears really seem to have found something they liked here in the second half. And not only is it going inside on offense, but it is playing the type of defense you have been talking about, running guys off the line and playing aggressive. They have held Sacramento State to just 2 of 11 shooting here in the second half.
Yeah, 25% from the field for Sac State from overall and 25% from three-point range. The one area that you'd like to see some improvement is you've already put them at the free throw line 4 times. That's been their easiest offense, but really making it tough on them, applying ball pressure, running them off screens, and then just getting a hand in their face. Like, they're going to hit some tough shots. I think out of their 4 makes this half, 2 of them were really tough contested twos, and you just got to tip your hat on those. But they've done a much better job slowing down Mikey Williams. Williams now 5 of 15 from the field. He does have 20 points, but most of that's been at the foul line, 9 of 10. And I think that was the point of emphasis at halftime. You got to find a way to make it tough on Mikey Williams. Don't let him beat you. He's got 2 points in the second half after 18 in the first 20 minutes.
And if you're just joining us, Baylor with the 14-point advantage, but it has not been like that all night long. As far as lead time, Sacramento State has led for almost 13 minutes, or excuse me, for over 13 minutes. Baylor has had the lead for 11 minutes and 18 seconds. We come back with Mikey Williams at the free throw line with a chance to cut this 14-point advantage to 12. Knocks down his 10th free throw of the night. He is now 10 of 11 from the charity stripe. Good crowd here tonight at Foster Pavilion. First game post-Thanksgiving. Second free throw attempt for Williams is no good. Caden Powell rips the board. 4th rebound of the night for Caden Powell, the local product. Agbum controls just in front of us in the Baylor bench. Goes back to Caden Powell, who gives it back to him. Left wing now, Cam Carr controls. 10 on the shot clock. Carr with 19 points, looked to defer, maybe should have kept it himself. Turnover, here comes Sacramento State. Johnson, jumper in transition is no good. Long rebound out to Mahdi. Sac State with the basketball. Mahdi from the corner, down low to Larinov, who pounds his way to 2.
A smart play by Isaac Williams, who got matched up on Larinov on that scramble for the rebound, and just back off. No need to take your 4th foul there. Let him have the easy bucket.
11-point advantage for Baylor as we come up on 11 minutes left in the game. Isaac Williams activates, draws 2, dishes to the corner, and Ratai sticks a 3.
That's big to have Mikey Ratai knock down a 3, and a really good job creating that opportunity. Isaac Williams getting all the way to the rim and kicking out. That is tough to defend.
13 points for Michael Ratai, efficient from the floor, 4 of 5. At the other end, a miss by Prophet Johnson. Cam Carr streaking across half court with the basketball, means business and gets 2 in the lane.
Went right at Mikey Williams. I mean, these Baylor players have identified Mikey Williams as a target on the defensive end. He's small. He doesn't want to get in more foul trouble. He's already got 3 fouls. You can attack right through his chest.
21 points for Carr. Baylor has made 3 of their last field goal attempts. 3 of their last 3, excuse me. 16-point advantage, and Larinov commits the offensive foul. Nice work by Caden Powell.
Yeah, Caden Powell did a great job positioning himself, sold the foul call. Sometimes they wait for that second contact to take it, and the officials know they're setting that up. That one, he did it right away on the first contact. Larinov lowered the shoulder. That was an easy call for Tony Padilla to call that a charge. 4th foul on Larinov.
Baylor fans, if you're just getting used to listening or watching this team right after Thanksgiving, Caden Powell, don't look at the box score to see his impact, because he does so many different little things that have an effect on the game positively. Isaac Williams darts to the hole, picks up his dribble on the block and fires it out to Agbum, who hands to Skillings. And the South Jersey native, loses the basketball. And Baylor will retain possession. Last touch by the Hornets, 13 on the shot clock.
Well, the comparison I've used for Caden Powell is Freddie Gillespie. The way that he could affect the game in so many different ways, doesn't have to be a double-digit scorer, but also a great communicator on the defensive end.
Agbum communicates with Williams, says, come here. He hands it back to him, and Isaac Williams travels right in the face of Prophet Johnson. Ninth turnover for the Bears. 16-point Baylor advantage. They have opened it up here in the second half after trailing for the majority of the first. Larinov from the mid-corner. Bounces to Mahdi. Mahdi kicks it out to Mikey Williams. Williams, the go-to guy, has the basketball. tries to get through defenders and loses the basketball. Skillings in the open floor. Looked like he was fouled, no call, but he finishes the layup in traffic.
That's a great job by Dan Skillings. Body control in all that traffic to corral the ball and go up with the soft touch, lay it over the rim.
7-0 run for Baylor. Taken away by Tunde Yesufu. Make it 9-0 as he glides to a layup. 20-point advantage for Baylor. Boy, that happened in the blink of an eye. That 9-0 run over the last 155. The Bears have made 5 of their last 5 field goals. Sac State hasn't scored in 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Timeout on the floor. 9:03 left in the second half. Stay here.
Yep, we're staying here.
20-point advantage. And honestly, besides the flurry coming from Baylor, how about the crowd tonight, David?
Yeah, the crowd has really been tremendous. The students, that's what I love the most about this arena is having the students right behind us, right behind the benches. That's what shows on TV. They bring the energy. So it doesn't have to be full on the other side. Those are high-level donor seats on the other side. A lot of them are coming in from out of town. They're not coming to fill those seats on a Tuesday night. But you still feel all the energy because you have the students right behind us and all up the baseline. Student crowd has filled in really, really nicely. And I think our ticket office has done a great job making some additional SRO tickets available to students beyond their normal allotment, and the students have taken advantage of that.
Yeah, a good call, and it has certainly helped this Baylor effort tonight. And at the other end, intensity in the Sacramento State huddle. First-year head coach Mike Bibby shouting out instructions to his team. A high-profile assembly of coaches and players for Sacramento State. Mike Bibby looks extremely frustrated as he's talking to some of his assistants. Should be a fun year for college basketball fans to kind of keep an eye on Sac State and what Mike Bibby is trying to build here with five-star phenom Mike Williams, who we've talked about so much throughout the game, and for good reason. He's got 21 points on 5 of 15 shooting, 10 of 12 from the free throw line. But when you think Shaquille O'Neal is their general manager, his son is on the team, Shaquille O'Neal, Brad Miller, an assistant, a teammate of Mike Bibby's with the Sacramento Kings. A fun team to keep an eye on tonight, and right now it's starting to turn fun for Baylor, but it had been a bumpy ride. 20-point advantage with 9 minutes left in the second half. Hornets with the basketball. Williams trying to weave his way to the hole. Bank shots no good from 15 feet, but Johnson collects the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Tough break as that ball fell right to Johnson, but the Bears did a great job forcing a tough look for Mikey Williams, who's now 5 of 16 from the field.
Bears have made their last 5 field goals. Losing the basketball, heading to the hole is Williams. Scott Drew wants a foul, won't get it. At the other end, quickly a block is called on Obi Agbam. (83-65). Bears with the lead. Prophet Johnson at the free throw line. Scott Drew and Marquise Pettigrew, man, I mean, seems like old times, right? It's early in the season. They haven't seen each other too much so far, but the relationship is strong between these power coaches and these wonderful officials.
Yeah, Coach Drew a little frustrated there. He felt like Johnson, he also got the steal on the other end, was out of bounds and came back in, didn't establish position before he grabbed the ball. Happened right in front of the official, so Marquise must have seen it and known that he didn't actually go out of bounds.
Free throws good. The lead is now 16, 83-67. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the ball game. Pete Souza alongside David Kay. The Hall of Famer John Morris over on the other side on the TV tonight with Pat Nunley. Our pleasure to bring this game to you tonight. Oh, our pleasure to witness that firsthand and convey it to you. Beautiful backdoor cut by Dan Skillings. Reverse layup is good.
And Mikey Ratai operating out of the high post, a terrific passer for an easy look there.
Ratai, 3rd assist of the night. Basket on the other end for Prophet Johnson. 16-point lead for Baylor here at Foster Pavilion. Cam Carr raises from 3, around and out. A rare miss for him tonight. He's 9 of 13 on the evening. Tunde Yesufu somehow collects the offensive board, threads the needle, and fires it back out to Michael Ratai, who knocks down a 3.
And
16 points for Ratai.
Ratai, season-high 16 points along with 9 rebounds. And they just grabbed his 10th for another double-double.
In transition, taking it all the way himself is Isaac Williams, always finding a way with that body control and know-how. The lead is now 21 points for Baylor. They have made 8 of their last 9 shots.
How about 7 minutes to go in the game, 6 Bears in double figures.
And another turnover generated by Baylor. Skillings with the basketball. He puts it in drive. Up and in off the window, showing great touch in the face of Shakir O'Neal. 7-0 run for Baylor over the last 43 seconds. Don't blink. Prophet Johnson from the elbow gets it to Mahdi. 15 on the shot clock. Mikey Williams with the basketball, 21 points and a 3-point attempt. No good. Shakir O'Neal grabs the offensive rebound, seems flummoxed as to what to do with it, gathers himself off the window in, and he's fouled. Shakir O'Neal, not quite looking like his dad, but, reaching back at some of that basketball know-how. A crafty play.
Yep.
Timeout on the floor. Baylor with an advantage, 92-71. We'll step aside. You're listening to the Baylor Sports Media Network.
At Baylor Club, membership unlocks exclusive perks from networking with an incredible community to enjoying stunning spaces. But did you know you don't have to be a member to host your private event with us? Whether it's a wedding, corporate gala, or milestone celebration, our expert private events teams handle every detail with precision and warmth. Indulge in gourmet catering crafted by our executive chef and relax knowing your event will be unforgettable. Ready to join the club or just host in style? Call 254-710-8080.
Rookie home buyer? Slam dunk buying a home with First Central Credit Union. We are opening doors to home ownership. First Central's open door mortgage loans up to 95% of the appraised home value. Our starting lineup includes low closing costs, no points, low origination fees, flexible terms, and competitive rates. Thinking about refinancing your mortgage loan? This play works for you too. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Some restrictions apply. Rates subject to change. Equal housing lender. Member NCUA.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every.
It's good in about 8 minutes to the top of the hour. I'll give you a reminder when we get closer to the top.
With years of
about the ID.
Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back at the Farrell Center, and you hear the crowd engaged. And a good reason for the good mood. Baylor has dominated this second half to the tune of 40 points to Sacramento State's 24. The lead is 92-71. And it really didn't happen like in a moment or two. I mean, Baylor had to work for this in the second half, and they have attacked in all kinds of ways in transition and with the body blows on the interior.
Yeah, you look at the stats, and it's like the shooting stats. Baylor shooting 65% in the second half. Baylor shooting 65% in the second half. Sacramento State 32%, 8 of 25. And Sac State 1 of 7 from three-point range, where they hit 7 threes in the first half. So Baylor's just doing a much, much better job getting good looks on the offensive end and forcing really, really difficult looks on the other end. I think most of Sac State's offense in the second half has been on second chance opportunities. They've had to work for everything, and Baylor really doing a great job making it difficult. Sac State, 8 offensive rebounds have turned into 12 second chance points in the second half. So when you look at it that way, it's like, hey, half of their offense in the second half has been second chance looks. And some of those, look, you obviously want to get every defensive rebound, but there's times that you're just flying to the ball, and when the shot goes up, you're not in position to block anyone out, and it's just bad luck. That's happened a few times.
And 2 players with double-doubles for Baylor. As the free throw, both of them are good for Sac State. But you've got Michael Ratai with 16 points and 10 rebounds, and then you have Dan Skillings on the bench momentarily with 12 rebounds and 12 points.
That's one shy of Dan Skillings' career high in rebounds, and he needs one more bucket to reach 1,000 career points.
Obi Agbum off the feed from Cam Carr. Carr gets it back and just flies from the three-point line to the basket. Layup is good.
I don't know how you defend that. You know, the defender came flying out on him to take away the three. Cam took 2 big steps in and just glided in for an open layup.
A guy who played just 18 games in the 2 previous seasons in Tennessee. We knew he was good, but how good was he going to be? Cam Carr has delivered. 23 points tonight on 10 of 15 shooting has helped Baylor open this one up. Sac State under pressure. Mikey Williams activates with 3 on the shot clock. Shot is no good, but the rebound is pulled in by Larinov. Another 3 try. This one from Prophet Johnson. It's also no good. 22-point advantage for the Bears coming up on 5 minutes left. Michael Ratai controls in the mid-corner. Spins out of trouble, off the glass and in. The kid is on fire tonight.
Michael Ratai with 18 points on just 7 field goal attempts.
First team All West Coast Conference last
Proudly
season.
serving Texas since 2000.
12 on notice tonight and in this preseason. Michael Ratai, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. And he's perfect from beyond the arc, 2 of 2. On the other end, we've got a foul that puts Larinov at the free throw line for Sacramento State. Foul is on Caden Powell, he's got 3. You really have to hand it to the Baylor coaching staff as they come out of halftime with a blueprint for success, and it has been all Baylor here in the second half. The adjustments were made at the break, and they have been executed in front of our eyes here in this second half. Free throw for Larinov is good. He makes both. 96-74, Baylor leads. The Bears have made 5 straight field goals as they have really gotten out in front here in the second half. Agbu, top of the key, penetrates, finds Carr. Carr's 3 try from the right wing is no good, but the ball is deflected by Caden Powell into the hands of Tunde Yesufu. His layup's off the window and good, and a foul will put him at the the free throw line.
Tunde really doing a great job letting the offense come to him, not forcing anything. That was another second chance opportunity, and he's going to have a chance with a free throw here for a new career high. He's tied his career high with 24 points with this free throw coming.
And let's pause to let our stations identify themselves.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Studios, this is
You beat me to it.
K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Freshman sensation Tunde Yesufu, while we were getting in our ID, dropping his ID right there on Sac State. He's got 25 points after the made free throw. Ramari Robertson, the Miami, Florida freshman, into the game. Finds Gardner. Gardner, his attempt is no good. Skillings comes away with the rebound. Cam Carr controls on the right wing. Carr spinning to the basket, draws a double team, shot's no good, gets his own rebound, and he's fouled. Foul was in the act of shooting, so 2 more free throws coming up for Cam Carr.
Cam wants the bucket on because he got fouled, got the rebound, and put it right back up, and the shot went in, but the foul was on the first shot, Cam. They're not going to give you that kind of continuation.
And we have seen, I have enjoyed, have you, the continuation that's just lended itself a little bit more to the offensive opportunities?
Yeah, they've gone to a little more of a NBA-style continuation rule this year where you have a little bit more time. It's basically if you have started your move to the basket, you get time to complete it even after the initial foul contact.
So Carr's first free throw is off the mark. 99-74. 25-point advantage for Baylor. Carr misses both free throws, but Baylor gets the board. Carr attacks again and is fouled again. 2 more free throws coming up, atonement time.
Cam really frustrated with himself missing those 2 free throws, but found a way to get right back to the line after this media timeout.
3:58 left in the ball game. Baylor in command, 99-74. We'll step aside on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
Hi, Jan from Toyota here to let you know that Toyotathon is on. And what better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota, like RAV4, Grand Highlander, and Corolla Cross. But to really get in the spirit, let's sing about it. So without further ado, driving through the snow in a new RAV4, hooray! To the slopes we go in a Highlander for a ski day. A Camry to get hot cocoa, tubing with a Tundra makes the kids go loco. Oh, what fun it is to make holiday wishes come true. Toyotathon, Toyotathon, Toyotathon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey!
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places. During Toyotathon, qualified buyers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2026 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Where order has been restored for the Baylor faithful in the second half as the Bears up by 25, looking to continue the tune-up here down the stretch with 3:58 left. They are at Memphis. That ball game on CBS, 3:30 p.m. That is on Saturday afternoon. Certainly a reason to watch there. But still some work left to be done at Foster Pavilion. Cam Carr, fresh off missing a pair of free throws.
You know, Scott Drew, great motivator, and he's got his guys motivated for these final 4 minutes. They have 3 keys they try to hit, and they've got a chance to hit all 3 of them. One is holding the opponent to 39% or less field goal percentage, currently at 37%. You got that one if you can hold it where it's at. Another is 11 or fewer turnovers. You're at 10 right now, so you even have one to play with. Another is more offensive and defensive rebounds. You've won the defensive rebound battle. You're already up 20-10 there. Offensive rebounds currently tied 17-17. So if you can win the offensive rebound battle over these last 4 minutes, got a chance to get all 3 keys for the first time this year.
So that recipe is every night?
Every single night. Yeah, same recipe. He's got stats that show if you get all 3 keys, I think the winning percentage is 99%. If you get 2 of the 3 keys, winning percentage is like 70%. So, and even 1 key, it's above 50%.
I love it. And so do the fans here at Foster Pavilion, as the first free throw was good, and that puts the Bears at the century mark. And now the second one also deposited, 101-74 with 3:51 left in the ball game. Teat, long 3. That one was from Waxahachie, no good, off the side of the backboard. Ooh, lob attempt from Carr, who's about at midcourt for Powell, is broken up by Glover. In transition, thunder dunk by Brandon Gardner, the sophomore.
Well, Bears, that was the 11th turnover, so no more to play with after that poor decision from Cameron Carr. I appreciate what he's trying to do, get Caden Powell a look, but that was a forced pass on the lob.
Bears with the basketball. Williams controls. Maneuvers his way to the hole, picks up his dribble. 10 on the shot clock, out to Yesufu. And that's the guy we've been so excited to see all year long. Gets the ball on the wing and just makes magic happen. Takes it to the tin for 2. At the other end, a foul is committed, and Taj Glover hits the free throw. Substitution into the game for Baylor. And the crowd loves it. Will Kirkendall subbing into the game for Cam Carr.
And we got Drew Perry checking in for Tunde Yesfu. Great nights for Cam Carr and Tunde Yesfu. Yesfu 27 points, Carr 25. They combined for 52 points on 21 of 31 from the field. Highly efficient.
Completing the three-point play is Taj Glover. Isaac Williams controls, and you can bet Kirkendall and Perry will be part of the plays here for this Baylor offense. Williams draws a double team. Top of the key. You hear the crowd engaged, and the foul is committed on Kirkendall. Bears are in the bonus, so he'll head to the charity stripe.
1-1 here for Will, the Arizona transfer.
Yet to score. So he heads to the free throw line where he can break the seal. Hey, whatever it takes, baby.
He banked it in.
Did he call bank? It doesn't matter. It all turns up in the box score the same. 104-79. Baylor with the advantage. Kirkendall, one more coming. Knocks it down. Played 3 games for Arizona. His first 2 points here at Baylor. Hornets with the basketball at the other end, and a steal by Perry. Here comes Drew Perry flying across the timeline. Goes to Isaac Williams, who wants to get it right back to him. Powell controls. Backdoor cut, leaves it for Perry, who's hammered going to the hole. Boy, don't get caught watching the paint dry. Beautiful move right there by Powell to drop it off for Perry, earning him a couple of free throws.
A great steal by Drew Perry on Robinson, who was trying to take advantage of him, going right into his chest on the low block, and Drew just reached in and swiped it right away from him.
Perry's free throw. No good. Kirkendall meets him just outside the free throw line. Maybe he told him to use the glass.
Yeah, should have banked it in.
The freshman from Dallas scores his first point as a Baylor Bear. Enjoy it. Under 2 minutes. Sac State still all business. Glover controls, fires it into the corner to Robinson, who goes right back to him. Elevating from 3. Good, and he's fouled. Ramari Robinson. Taking full advantage of his playing time tonight. The freshman from Miami heads to the free throw line. (106-82). Baylor with the advantage. It's all academic now, as Isaiah Bronson, the freshman from Gilbert, Arizona, checks into the basketball game for Brandon Gardner. Free throw attempt is good. 106-83. 1:45 left in the ball game. Isaac Williams with the basketball. You can bet he'll be looking to get either Kirkendall or Perry involved for Baylor. Perry hoists the 3. No good with the hand right in his face. Hornets run. 3 try from the corner. Another air ball. This one by Jaden Teat on the other side. Teat gets another try. Misses again. This one too strong. Isaac Williams with the basketball. Eyes up into the corner for Kirkendall. Kirkendall saves it into the game, but to Taj Glover. Taj Glover and Sacramento State in transition. Caden Powell knocks it away. Would have had the block, but the foul came first.
A little bit of frustration from Scott Drew here. You want to finish the game strong even though you've gone to the end of your bench. Especially, you look at the net ratings. They take into account the margin of victory. So a little frustration there on that 12th turnover, especially giving up that key that you had a chance to get.
Michael Ratai checks into the basketball game. Isaac Williams will check out after committing the foul. His 5th, he's officially fouled out of the game. Glover hits the first free throw, trimming the lead to 22. 106-84, 105 left in the ball game. Second free throw is good as well. 21-point advantage. Michael Ratai with the basketball. Scott Drew looking to restore order from the coach's box, shouting instructions to his squad. In the corner, Kirkendall, nice shot fake, frees himself for a layup. Will Kirkendall, he earned that one. At the other end, long three is no good. Rebound for Robinson. He controls, pulls up at the free throw line, draws attention and finds Jaden Teat, who buries the three. 108-88, 20-point Baylor advantage, 30 seconds left. Mikey Ratai slides it to Dan Skillings. Skillings on the right wing, drops it off. Here's Perry. Perry guarded by Teat, who commits the foul. And that'll get Perry to the free throw line in the double bonus with 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, I actually appreciate the officiating there. 20-point game in the final seconds. The officials do not want to blow the whistle. But if you're going to foul like that, you don't give them much of a choice. And so credit to them for keeping the integrity of the game there and not just letting it slide to let the clock run out.
And really good on everybody. Good on Sac State, playing to the final buzzer as well. Perry knocks down the first free throw attempt of this sequence. Bends his knees and hits the second. Ten seconds left. Glover with the basketball is checked by Perry. Raises over top of him. He's off the mark. No good. Skillings flies for the board. And Scott Drew says, let's slow it down and close it out. And that's exactly what the Bears do. Final score here from the Farrell Center, from the Foster Pavilion. Always seems like old times when this team is playing so well. 110-88. David K., Baylor's victorious. Your final thoughts?
Well, great all-around win. 6 players in double figures. A much, much better second half. Held Sac State to 32% from the field in the second half, including only 3 of 15 from three-point range. A lot of things you still need to clean up. Can't put them at the foul line 30 times. Can't turn it over 12 times. But all in all, good win. Good to get a nice margin of victory for those net rankings.
One more question for you before we take off here and go to our break. What was the number one halftime adjustment that you saw become so effective for this Baylor team in the second half?
Being all over Mikey Williams on the Sac State offensive end. They made everything really, really tough on him in the second half. He had 18 first half points. Second half, they held him to 3 points on 1 of 10 shooting. Tremendous job second half defending Mikey Williams.
There he is right there, David K. All right, we'll step aside and come back and wrap this one up statistically for you. Give you some news and notes, but the final score right now, Baylor 110, Sac State 88. We'll come back on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuels.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
This has been live coverage of Baylor men's basketball. Now, it's time for the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor.
These post-game and halftime things are a little trickier. You have to wait for him to say Sports Media Network. He'll say John, and then he'll continue talking.
Urgent care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the game, listen to highlights, and talk with Coach Drew, players, and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Now,
final score 110-88. This is the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Remember, First Central Credit Union, they continue to serve our community, and it really have continued to help us and been a part of the Baylor, Sports Network broadcast, and just a great time. We'd like to thank First Central Credit Union. And we'd also like to thank the Baylor Bears for their second half effort. Just an absolute different look in the second half. And we talked about it at game's end. Mikey Williams held to 1 of 10 shooting in the second half after being absolutely phenomenal in the first half. You take a look at the box score, and you can't deny the fact that Baylor had 2 players with double-doubles. Dan Skillings, 14 rebounds to go with 12 points. And on the other side of that, you had Michael Ratai, who had finally finishing the game with 18 points and 10 rebounds. And just a great team effort from Baylor in the second half. The Bears finished the ball game shooting 26 of 68. That's Sacramento State. They finished the ball game shooting 26 of 68 for 38.2%. On the other side of that, Baylor would finish the contest shooting 38 of 63, 60.3%. Remember, you are listening to the First Central Credit Union postgame show. We will step aside and come back with Baylor head coach Scott Drew, and also we've got Cam Carr ready to join us. You are listening to the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Texas Golf Carts has been providing sales, service, and leasing to Central Texas since 1993. We offer many different parts and accessories from various manufacturers and are the only authorized Yamaha and Club Car dealer in Central Texas. Visit our new location off Highway 6 in Waco or call us at 848-5991 and let us know what you are looking for, and we'll provide the expertise in meeting and achieving your desires and specifications. We are also proud supporters of the Baylor Bears. Sick 'em, Bears.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It is the First Central Credit Union postgame show. You are listening to Pete Souza, filling in for the Hall of Famer John Morris on the heels of a huge win for Baylor tonight. I say huge because it was a dogfight in the first half. Baylor went into the break with a 52-47 advantage, but they finished the game in the second half, beating the brakes off of Sacramento State, 58-41. And they did it in the face, and that was in the second half, final score 110-88, but they did it in the face of quite an effort from Mikey Williams. Williams would finish the game with 21 points, but they really kept him under wraps in the second half, held him to 1 of 10 shooting. The Baylor defense, thanks to defensive architect and assistant coach Ron Sanchez, just coming out with a whole different type of defensive intensity in the second half. And you have to also tip your cap to the Bears and how they played inside. Points in the paint. Baylor had 60, Sacramento State 26. And this was a Sacramento State team that came into Foster Pavilion tonight with absolutely nothing to lose. And also some high-profile talent and some high-profile personalities, to be completely honest with you. Their head coach, Mike Bibby, in his first season coaching at Sacramento State. We've talked about Mikey Williams, a 5-star recruit who spent time at Memphis, then at UCF, and then over to Sacramento State. Shaquille O'Neal is the general manager for the Sacramento State team, and Shakir O'Neal, his son, is a player on the team. So as much as this team is, like I mentioned, high profile as far as a basketball team together and where they are right now, there is still some work to be done. On the season now, they are 4-6. Conversely for Baylor, they are now 6-1, and they come back from Las Vegas and that Players Era tournament where they were 2-1 with the loss to St. John's and the win over Creighton. But we are now welcomed by Baylor head coach Scott Drew, and we're happy to have Coach Drew here because they're playing Jingle Bell Rock, which is always a good sign. And you Jingle Bell Rocked it in the second half there. My question for you, Coach, because it was a bit of a dogfight in the first half. You go into the break up by 5, and in the second half, you guys played inspired basketball, kept Mikey Williams in check and the rest of the team, and you really pounded the paint. But what was the number one adjustment at halftime that led to this big second half?
Well, I think first and foremost, when you come off playing the tournament like we just played 3 games in 3 days, that first game back, you tend to be a little rusty, a little lethargic, and I think it showed with 6 for 22 from 3. I think we took some bad ones, and we didn't make many of them. But where we were really good was getting it in the paint, and 60 points in the paint. And I thought at halftime that was the biggest thing is we turned down some shots to get better shots in the paint. I mean, I don't know if we had 1 assist at half or what we had, but we finished with 14. I thought the ball moved a lot better second half, and that's what you got to have to win. And you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in double figures, which is great.
Yeah, you had 2 guys with a double-double, too. You had Dan Skillings and Mikey Ratai. Mikey 6 of 7 from the field with those 10 rebounds, and he finished with 18 points. What did you like about his performance tonight?
Well, I liked, first and foremost, he turned it over twice, I think, early, and then finished the game with 4 assists. 0 turnovers the rest of the game. Extremely efficient, 6 for 7. And anytime you grab 8 offensive rebounds, you're doing yeoman's work inside. The fact that he had a double-double, the fact that Dan had a double-double, that's tremendous.
You mentioned this game can kind of be just kind of funky coming back from Thanksgiving. But the crowd tonight, I mean, the student section was rocking, engaged, right behind you all night long. I have to imagine that helped, especially into the second half.
Well, I thought it really helped at the end, in the first half because, I mean, you saw Rio Grande. We got down
by 14.
Yeah, so I thought they gave us life first half, and then I thought we finished on a real high with Tunde's offensive rebound and put back, and that was a great way to go in to the break with some momentum and Isaac's layup downhill. So I thought that was really good, and again, I thought we just took good shots, the right shots, second half for the most part. We got that lead stretched, and I think we took a couple quick jump shots that were ill-advised. And again, that's you got to mature and learn to play with the lead, and because nowadays we know 20-point leads can evaporate real quick with a 3-point shot and the pace of the game.
Last question for you, Coach. You got now a 6-game body of work to look at with this team, or excuse me, a 7-game body of work. What have you learned about these guys over the course of actually playing game action in the 2025-2026 season?
Well, I think first thing is that they're exciting, and what I mean by that is that they compete, they play hard, they play with joy, passion, and I think fans can relate to that. I think we've been up, we've been down, and we fought to the end in every game, and that says a lot about their character. And then I think we've shown stretches where we've been really good, and now as the season continues to go on, you just got to get to the point where that real good is more than not. And when we're defending them in second half, to hold them to 31%, 20% from 3. Biggest thing is free throw line. I mean, they're 26 for 30, and if their 2 best players are 17 for 19. I mean, you got to guard without fouling.
Coach Scott Drew, you're the best. Appreciate you taking the time. Good luck in Memphis.
Hey, thank you very much. Thanks all the Baylor fans that came out tonight. We needed you. You gave us a great boost, and thank you very much. And 110, that's a big number.
Yeah, it's the most points you've scored since 2022.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 88 we won't talk about, but the 110 was nice. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Scott Drew. That was Coach Scott Drew, man. What a joy to talk to him anytime, but especially after a win like that. And now we're going to sit down with Cam Carr. You can take a picture, Cam. Go ahead. Cam's going to take a picture. He's taking a picture. I mean, how about this? Cam Carr is taking a picture right now. If you don't think this is a team effort, he's taking it for Drew Perry, who, by the way, Drew tonight was lights out in his performance coming off the bench, right? A heck of a job. And honestly, that gives you an idea of the kind of team we're dealing with here. As we're joined now by Cam Carter. Cam, so unselfish with the basketball and in life right there, taking a picture of your teammate. But I really want to ask you, you play 18 games collectively over 2 years at Tennessee. And here, with your opportunity, man, you have taken full advantage, and it just kind of is oozing off you, the gratitude, but you see it through your play. How much fun has this been for you so far over these first 7 games?
Man, it's just been a blessing. It's been a blessing to God, and I just got to give thanks to him every single day. Of course, this opportunity is not something that comes to everybody, so it's in front of me right now, so I just try to take advantage of it as much as I can. I got to give thanks to my teammates. I feel like I keep harping on, man, they believe in me, they trust me, and so whenever they believe in me and trust in me to step up in a certain area, I shall do, and you know what, I won't let them down. So it's a blessing, man.
You've developed or maybe you always have, but I've witnessed a quiet confidence in you, and you're so comfortable in your own skin. Even earlier tonight, you're not forcing shots, right? And you let the game come to you, and when it comes to you, you really take full advantage of those opportunities. What tonight, you're so able just to kind of lie in the cut and then explode when you get your opportunity. Yeah. How are you able to do that?
Honestly, it's just trusting my teammates, knowing that in the flow of the game, it'll come to me. I don't have to force anything on the court, and just know that we play so fast. Our game style just fits ball movement and swinging the ball, and so I trust and know it'll come to me. And so I never have to feel a sense of urgency or like of stress, like I got to do something, because I trust my teammates and know that everyone's going to have their nights where they're going to get it going, and it's just whenever they need me, I step up, you know.
What'd you learn about yourself and your team in Vegas in those 3 games?
Yeah, I think we had a great come to Jesus moment. Defense, we got to be better defensively. I feel like we have lapses where we're really, really good defensively, and then there's lapses where we fall asleep sometimes. And so it's just trying to have less of those times of us falling asleep and more times where we're aware and we're locked in, and honestly making it like defense fun again. So I would say just every moment that we get, that we catch ourselves like out of it a little bit, just trying to get everybody involved. If I'm not talking, somebody call me out and say, hey Cam, talk, say something. So it's just little things like that that help us stay engaged defensively and stay on top of it. So.
Cam Carr, great night, man.
Yes, sir.
Your team wins 110-88, and you finish strong once again. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you guys letting me be here.
You got it. Good luck in Memphis. That was Cam Carr, and again, just one of the most exciting guys to watch in the country, and what a joy to watch tonight. We'll step aside one last break on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Final score, Baylor 110, Sacramento State 88.
It's the wrap-up-the-year sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco. Drive.
I'll just run the last break into the close.
% financing for 60 months, or take $4,005.
Yeah, you can if you want to.
Cash.
You said last break, so
cash. Right now, enjoy
Yeah, I can do that if you want.
Even to the new year. These deals end soon, so hurry into Allen Samuels in Waco today.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or